Could have been next to you, and my motions are perpetual. The 38 special, I turn your brains into vegetable. Headshots, only death for you. Sheesh, sheesh. Weight pusher, hump points, great hookers. Hard puncher, hot bars, great hookers. I tuck on the beat, great looker, straight cooker. Where you from? Brownsville, New York, nigga.
My older bitch look like she young, thick something. While I smoke a spliff, she sips something. No kids or nothing, she's funny and dick loving. Her name meant something, used to sell bricks to her husband, but fuck it. Walked by the police, had to tug it, young and bucking. Time to get out, the bell wouldn't buzz in. 22 little rusted, but still be busting. Screaming and cussing, all you see was niggas leaning and ducking. Sheesh. What the fuck do we have here?
Yikes. It's Curry Low, and we back, nigga.
My young boy,
30's boy, and we strapped, nigga.
What's crack? Let's go. Yeah, I ain't ready for this one. Hey, yo, Tuck. Fuck K.O. Tashi.
Yo, man, work time.
Lost the nation.
Listen, it's the C to the R-I. Leave a nigga R-I. P, so I'm a G, so when I creep, nigga, on I. The hottest shit that y'all niggas seen since the sonar. A once in every 10-year average, just like the solar. Eclipse your boy, Loki, focus on the next flip. And niggas wonder how I get bread. Take your pick, whether it's fucking with the bricks, so I'm switching up shifts. The way I switch up my bitch, that's how I switch up my kicks. But you can catch me in the Ville, nigga, putting in work. Dipping from the D's, niggas on my back like a shirt. A hot boy in the shit, but my name ain't Twerk. But you can catch me in New Jersey dubs, selling that twerk for sure. It's a no swag rap era. We should take it back, no snapback era. Do-rag, fitted cap, backpack era. No mumble rap or this fake trap rap era. Listen, this a no swag rap era. We should take it back, no snapback era. Do-rag, fitted cap, backpack era. No mumble rap or this fake trap rap era. Yo,
hey yo, in the booth, right to the pin break, squeeze the 40, shoot to the pin break, lyrical exercise, rappers better get in shape, schooling you rappers for what my pen state, never been to war, you wasn't Call of Duty, only time you play with guns is playing Call of Duty, I'm the shit, you shit, they used to call you duty, you remind me of a Kim K pick, you all booty, roll a doobie, smoke so much weed, man, the weed man, call me the weed man, dispensaries for my weed plan, my independent ladies say they don't need a man, just a real nigga with a good sex game, long dick style, run down on you niggas like Tyrone, long clip style, pow, they done started with the wrong nigga now, choir singing when the casket lowered down,
this a no swag rap era. We should take it back, no snapback era. Do-rag, fitted cap, backpack era. No mumble rap or this fake trap rap era. Listen, this a no swag rap era. We should take it back, no snapback era. Do-rag, fitted cap, backpack era. No mumble rap or this fake trap rap era. Yo, that's your shit, Lil. It's my fault.
Yo. Y'all still tuned in there? Yes, sir. This is your boy Harlem Smiley, man. You are tuned into the one, the only Dirt Gang TV, man. Y'all know what it is in here, man. Top 25. Listen, man, this is rap talk today. We talking hip hop, man. Yesterday we did the top 20 females of all time. Today we do the top 25 males, just in my opinion, of all times. You see what I'm saying? So listen, man. It don't matter what y'all smoking on. Whether it's an indica, a sativa, a hybrid, that Reggie Miller, that Reginald Jennings, more sticks and seeds than they give you weed. Y'all throats is burning right now. It don't matter if you smoking in the Dutch, a backwood, a Swisher Sweet, a Philly, a Whiteout, the Bomb, rolling paper, Fonto, with the raw, or with the Bob Marley paper. But if you had the grapper, keep that to yourself, man. I know what time it is, man. It's time for y'all to sync up, man. Light us up. Today, this is what we got going on, man. This is what we got going on, man. Listen, I don't want nobody hating. This is just my top 25, man. This is just my top. Look what the base says brought up. My man Jet Blue. What's the good word, son?
Hey man, the muzzle was off the motherfucking king of this Jet Blue shit. I just want to say salute to the motherfucking chat. I've been on a hiatus. I know it's a lot going on. I really ain't at liberty to speak about too much more shit because once again, the main man has spoken. So it's a lot going on the internet. So I'm gonna fade the black and I'm gonna play a motherfucking soldier. I'm gonna play my position. You know what I'm saying? I ain't every. You know how that old saying, everybody want to be a chief, nobody want to be an Indian. Well, I'm gonna play an Indian because the chief has spoken. So I really ain't at liberty to speak on no more anything because it's a lot of controversial shit going on. All I gotta do is say, man, everybody need to get together, man, because there's a lot of shit going on the internet, right? And it's basically a miscommunication between the streets and the jails. That's what's going on. And a lot of self-proclaimed niggas is really starting to get exposed. That's basically what I'm saying. A lot of niggas that say that they in the Hall of Fame, they really getting exposed. So if y'all know what I'm saying,
that's a fact.
there's too much shit going on the internet, and the shit is really getting serious because a lot of niggas is saying stuff once and they can't say it twice. You know what I'm saying? And I think that all of the gang members that's on this internet, man, we done gave away the blueprint. We done gave away the files. We done turned niggas that's regular typers and finger shooters and all of that. We didn't give them the liberty to say that they gang. We didn't give away too much information for free. And as you can see, niggas is coining phrases and copywriting lingo that is really for the gang. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, listen, I know exactly what you, and I think your shit might have went muted, son. I think you might have muted yourself. But I know exactly what you're talking about, man, you know, because listen, let's just say the name JetBlue has been mentioned in a lot of different shit outside of YouTube, and we gonna leave it as that. So me and you gonna talk more in the background between us two. You see what I'm saying? To see if it's some shit that you want to speak on more, see if we could probably set up that interview we talked about before kind of shit. So listen, definitely hit me inbox Harlem Smiley on IG, and then we'll talk more behind the scenes about this because that's definitely something. I know you ain't been, you haven't been out there like that in the last like couple of weeks as far as like on platforms and all that shit too. But when I did see that, I said, yeah, I'm definitely gonna reach out to him to see, what's going down and what he want to talk about or what he don't want to talk about kind of deal. But we're gonna definitely we're gonna tune in more behind the scenes on that. I'm saying, because trust me, I'm in tune. I know exactly what you're talking about.
I just don't want to speak for the movement as a whole because once again, it's a miscommunication. So it's like if I say something on here and it might not be clarified because once again, like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, it's like I'm not talking to that person directly. So it's like
JetBlue. One thing
it's the telephone game that they used to tell you in school. You say something, he say something different, he say something different. But the main man, like he said, he's spoken. So it's like, it's crazy, man. But you get what I'm saying? Like, I might be talking and mumble, I might be mumbling, but you understand what I'm saying. You feel me?
No, I got you. And I'm gonna be honest, and even though I don't agree fully sometimes with the whole movement as far as how it goes though, but one thing is like to hear other people besides yourself actually speaking about it, let me know that there definitely has to be some kind of truth to the situation kind of ordeal. You see what I'm saying? So, with that being said, listen, we'll talk more behind the scenes and you'll let me know, if you want to speak about it at all, and what you want to speak about. So that way we ain't doing no Vlad TV shit, what I'm saying, when you're ready to talk about it. But it's definitely a story out there. It's a lot of shit been going down, man. But listen, let me ask you a question as far as this hip hop thing go. Do you have a favorite rapper of all time that's whether they dead or alive? Do you have who you would you call a favorite rapper?
My favorite rapper of all time, without being biased, without saying Tupac, Biggie, Nas, Jay-Z, Jadakiss, I would have to say Too Short or even E40.
Oh,
Because
okay.
because if you look at they rap, right, like they opened up, they like in the ranks of people like Luke and them, like, they opened up the doors for certain wordplay. So when you hear a song from E40 like Sprinkle Me, or you hear a song from Too Short like Cocktails, those songs is different.
That's a fact. And that's why I asked you that question rather than just ask you, who do you feel like is the best of all time? Because like me, for instance, right? My favorite basketball player of all time is Carmelo Anthony. But do I think Carmelo Anthony is the best player of all time? No. Do I think he's in the top 10? No. But that's my favorite player of all time. So that same question is asked to you. Being that you said Too Short and E40, do you feel like Too Short and E40 should be in the top 25 of all time mentioned?
I think yeah, one of them should be one of them one of them should be in the top 15 artists, because it's like they only put the main artists in the top 5. DMX is another person that don't get credit. You know what I mean? You got people like Prodigy, that should be in the top 15. Like, you know what I mean? Because these are rappers that they changed the whole era. Like, they had an era. They had people trying to act like that. Like, look at Chris Cross. They had people wearing their clothes back.
That's a fact. Cross colors. I remember that shit. Yeah, that's a fact.
When we talking about people who changed the way we bop, we got to give it to those artists, not just artists that make good music. People that change your bop.
My man, Sir Early, what's cracking?
What's cracking, cuz?
Ain't shit, chilling, man. So I'm gonna ask you the same question before we get into this list. Who's your favorite, and not like the best of all time, but who's your favorite rapper, even if it is, dead or alive? Who's your favorite rapper of all time?
Shit, I go with between Big Daddy Kane and KRS-One.
Excuse me. All right, so now with Big Daddy Kane and KRS-One, do you feel like both of them should be in the top 25 of all time?
Yeah, I believe one of them should be 1 and the other one should be 2.
1 and 2. So if your top 25 list, that's how you would have as your top 1 and 2?
Yeah.
What you said? Big Daddy Kane and KRS-One?
Yeah.
And yeah, I agree. I agree. They should be like in the top 10. I agree with the top 10. I agree.
And that's what I try to tell people all the time. Like, so what do y'all think about that Funkmaster Flex list that he put out? Did y'all have a chance to look at, like, not the whole 50? The 50 was crazy, but did y'all have a chance to look at the top 25?
Nah.
Hell no, I ain't seen it.
But all right. Why I definitely agree with that Big Daddy Kane. Once again, Big Daddy Kane had niggas wearing high top fades, man, and big rope chains, man. So he changed people back.
Yeah. All right, so look, what we gonna do is real quick. I'm gonna run through Funkmaster Flex. I'm gonna run through his top 25. Oh shit, that's only got 24 people up there. I'm gonna run through his top 25 list rappers of all time. He did a top 50, but we're gonna run through his top 25 list. If I can fucking hold on 1 second. All right, fuck it. We're gonna do 24 because I can't see number 25 right now. So number 24, who he has as number 24 is Redman. He has number 23, Fabulous. Number 22, Busta Rhymes. Number 21, Cameron. And this doesn't count with him. This doesn't count passed away rappers. Number 20, he has Big Daddy Kane. Number 19, he has Mace. Number 18, he has Styles P. Number 17, he has Kanye West with a questionable pen. Maybach Mel in the building. What's good? Salute to all the Wrench Gang members, everybody in the chat right now. Number 17, yeah, Kanye West with a questionable pen. So that means people might have wrote his shit if y'all wonder what that is. Number 16, he has 50 Cent. Number 15, he has Eminem. Number 14, LL Cool J. Number 13, Lil Wayne. Number 12, he has Slick Rick, the Ruler. Number 11, he has KRS-One. Number 10, he has Black Thought. Number 9, he has Jadakiss. Number 8, he has Pusha T. Number 7, he has Kendrick Lamar. Number 6, he has J. Cole. Number 5, he has Drake with a questionable pen. Number 4, he has Rakim. Number 3, he has Nas. Number 2, he has Andre 3000. Number 1, he has Jay-Z. Now, what he did say was, right? If you was doing passed away rappers, he would have had Big L up there. He would have had Big Pun up there. He would have had, I'm sorry, he didn't even say Big L. He said he would have had Big Pun up there. He would have had the Notorious B.I.G. up there. He would have had Tupac. Which would have pushed Redman and Fabulous out. So Busta Rhymes would have been 25, and then, you know, from Cameron and then up, if he added passed away rappers. So basically Redman and Fabulous wouldn't have made the top 25 list if we was doing passed away rappers. Let's start out with JetBlue. How do you feel about that? How do you feel about that list? All right, cuz you first, Sirly.
Yo, did he have Coogee Rap in that list?
Coogee Rap is in the top 50, but he's not in the top 25.
Wow, what the fuck?
You know what I'm saying? So what do you, so that, you know what it is with me with this list? I agree with a lot of this list too, because I feel like sometimes you got to do a time frame with this list.
Yeah.
So when I did my list, I did my list from 1990 from rappers that were still like relevant in their prime in 1990s up until now. So this, like, sometimes you can't really, like, when you start going into, like, it's almost like with the NBA players, right? When you start going into like the Bill Russells and the Wilt Chamberlains and, you know, all of those players like that, it's like, it's hard to come up with like a top 50. But if you start from like, say from like the Michael Jordan era with the Clyde Drexler era up, it's easier, you know, from, that's why I said the older heads, they can do that shit. But me, I wasn't really like, you know, listen, I know about Rakim, I know about Coogee Rap. You see what I'm saying? Like, I know about a lot of them too, but was I, and I'm born in 84. But I wasn't like, you know, when they prom was late 80s, early 90s kind of shit. Like, I wasn't fucking, you know, running around saying no Coogee Rap kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? I was 6, 7 years old. So, but by the time 1990s and all that came, I was good money. I knew all the rap songs. My mom used to tell me, if you could learn these rap songs, you could know that homework. You know what I'm saying? So shit like that. So
yo, he ain't got nobody from the West Coast.
That's a fact. And that's one thing I definitely did with my what's name too. I threw in the factor of East Coast rappers, West Coast rappers, Midwest rappers, as well as down South rappers too. And I'm gonna be honest too. My list, like this list is a lot of like, this list is like, I don't know. I don't know about this list right here. I'm gonna be honest too. Like, I agree with the list until it start getting to like the top 10. The top 10 is a little weird for me. You see what I'm saying? But that's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna flow through here. I'm gonna give y'all my list right now. I'm gonna give y'all my list, and I'm gonna put up little you know, we're gonna put up some little photos of these people just in case if y'all don't know who these people is. All right, so here's what we doing, man. See what I'm saying? So listen, everybody's always entitled to their own list. Everybody always has their favorite rappers.
Yo,
remember, go ahead,
JetBlue.
Nah, go ahead, JetBlue. We good.
Yo, question. He ain't had no Missy Elliott on that list?
Nah. That's, you know what I did yesterday though? I did top 20 females of all time yesterday, and I had Missy as my number one, right?
Because
and Lauryn Hill the number 2.
Missy Elliott or even MC Light definitely got to be on that list, or even Yo-Yo or somebody, because the Brat, somebody, those was people that was, you know, Lauryn Hill. Somebody.
Let me look. And I don't know if you tuned in yesterday, but real quick, I'm gonna run through my top 20 females for y'all. I had Shauna at number 20, Charlie Baltimore at 19, Mia X at 18, Yo-Yo at 17, Cardi B at 16, Lady of Rage at 15, Young and May at 14, Trina at 13, Nicki Minaj at 12, Rod Digger at 11, Lisa Left Eye Lopez at 10, Foxy Brown at 9, Eve at 8, Remy Ma at 7, MC Light at 6, The Brat at 5, Little Kim at 4, Queen Latifah at 3, Lauryn Hill at 2, and Missy Elliott at 1.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? That was my top 20 females, you know, from
and believe
era.
it or not, some of them can hang with the dudes. Like Lauryn Hill can definitely hang with the dudes. Missy Elliott can definitely hang with them.
Shit, let's be for real. Look what Queen Latifah used to do back in the day when you had the Rakims and G-Raps and all that. Listen, she was one of the rare females. Her and MC Light was really like the only two that could walk in a male cipher and get respected and get busy. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie. Word up. Especially Queen Latifah back when, you know, she was with that woman's empowerment. You know what I'm saying? You couldn't tell her nothing. Him and her, MC Light had balls. I ain't gonna lie. MC Light had that voice too. You know what I'm saying? So, all right, let's get into this. Let's get into this top 25. My top 25. You know what I'm saying? Because my list is definitely a little different from Flex. I think out of the 25 people, me and Flex only use like this. I think we only use 11 of the same people, or 12 or some shit like that. But anyway, number 25 on my list, Big L. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people might not know about Big L. Big L was a rapper that got killed, rest in peace, in New York. He was a rapper from Harlem. Big L bars was phenomenal. You talk about rappers that was ahead of their time. That's Big L. Big L had punchlines and all that. He had different flows. He had the fast flow, but at the same time, he was throwing the crazy balls with the punchlines mixed in there. As far as mixtape goes, Big L at one point in time had like the mixtape game when it was first coming up. We talking about real mixtapes. We're not talking about the bullshit like 10 years ago mixtapes. We talking about back in the 90s, real mixtapes, tapes, cassettes. Big L had that shit on a lot, and he used to do a bunch of freestyles. Like there's not a whole bunch of Big L actual songs out there, but freestyles though, you look at them it was nobody that would have tried at that particular time would have challenged Big L on a battle scale at all, because his bars was just so ahead of his time. So for all of those out there who don't know about Big L, man, rest in peace. You can definitely go look against Big L. NYC 187 said Big L can go against any top lyricist. That's a fact.
Then he battled Jay-Z.
Yeah, and smoked him. We talking about this was still in my lifetime, Jay-Z. You know what I'm saying? That was the only time besides maybe like the Ether song to where like Jay-Z got smoked. I ain't gonna lie, like he got smoked. Rest in peace, Big L, man. You know what I'm saying? Number 24. Oh, this one out of there. Number 24. Young Jeezy. You know what I'm saying? So listen, you know, a lot of people, man, Young Jeezy, listen, when you talk about as far as South rappers, you name me one person in the South that had a more impactful list of albums as far as TM 101, TM 102, TM 103. If you wasn't playing Jeezy in your car, and you hear that, hey, you wasn't out there trapping. You wasn't out there trapping. You see what I'm saying? Of course, Jeezy over Gucci. That's a fake. Jeezy destroyed Gucci in that fucking versus battle. Gucci's not in nobody's top 25. I can tell you that right now. Maybe if you do top 25 in Atlanta rappers, but Jeezy, hey, you crazy? 3 albums in a row. Crazy. All through one. Listen, man. Listen. Jeezy, man. Self-explanatory, man. You talking about coming out the South. The only other person I think had, like, as far as albums, nobody else had albums with an S on it. Nobody else besides maybe like Lil Wayne. See what I'm saying? Had like more of like and we talking about the Carter series. But then you talking about the TM series? Nah, my nigga. Jeezy had it on lock. You know what I'm saying? That's a fact, man. Nah, Gucci made history. Gucci ain't make no fucking history. What, with new teeth? Gucci ain't make no fucking history. I listen to Gucci music. I like Waka Flocka is one of my favorite artists, but Waka Flocka ain't up here. Shit crazy, man. Word up, man. Gucci copy Jeezy. That's a fact. It didn't work. He tried and Dark One. That's nah, man. MTVK. He right. Listen to Gucci ad-libs. Listen to Gucci ad-libs, and then listen to Jeezy ad-libs. Listen to Gucci ad-libs and listen to Jeezy ad-libs. That nigga did copy Jeezy whole style, man. What shit at? Oh. Number 23. Q-Tip. You on 0.5 all the time, Tip. Pause. So, Q-Tip, I feel like it's like the Lou Williams of the rap game. You know he could score, you know he could get buckets, but you know, he never forget that full-fledged recognition like he need to. You see what I'm saying? And he produced. And he done been part of some of the craziest squads that have been out there and done held his own. You talk about long-lasting tenure. This guy career, what? Do you know how long Q-Tip has been rapping? Pause.
And had Janet.
That's a fact. That's a fact. That you talk about, man. Listen, he had a rap career longer than people just work at regular jobs. Like he should have had retirement plans through rap and all that. You know what I'm saying? Like they should have been giving him 65% of his whatever he was making. Listen, you talk about like 30, you talking about shit. Yeah, you talking about 30 plus. Shit, he passed retirement right now. You look at it. You on 0.5 all the time, Tip. Pause. That shit sounds weird even saying that shit. So we got next. Let's see. What we at, number 22? Number 22, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see, 25, 24, 20. Yeah, number 22. Number 20. I got to quit smoking weed. Luda. Luda. So listen, man. As far as Ludacris goes, you talking about early 2000s? You know why Ludacris fucking just that versus battle was so easy for him? This is Ludacris with the long braids right here. This is why I put these what's names up so y'all can remember. There's probably been no rapper in the South that has done more than Ludacris overall. We're not talking about just albums. I'm not even gonna lie. He never had a trash album. You can't find me one trash Ludacris album right now. Not one. That's hard to say with a lot of rappers. Your favorite rappers got trash albums.
Fact.
You can't you can't find one trash Ludacris album. Then we talk about he done did albums while he was doing movies. You see what I'm saying? And has he put out recent shit now? But at the end of the day, I feel like he don't be getting his just due. That's why he jumped in to that versus battle just to show y'all. Y'all must have forgot who he is. We hear everybody talking about these new cats in the South. But as far as we talking about as far as like putting the South like fully on the map to where people was actually looking for South features. At one point in time, it was Scarface, it was Ludacris, it was Jeezy, and it was T.I. And then a little bit down the line, you had Gucci right after that, who came and was putting on. So it's like at that particular time, that's when you had other artists, A-Ball, MJG, UGK, you had a bunch of different artists. But at the same time, it's like you talking about as far as like riding your car music, creativity, video-wise, and listen, Ludacris was it. Every song you played in them speakers, the shit was crazy. The shit was high energy. It was definitely just different from the South. Like Jeezy music, you want to go trap. You want to just go smoke some weed, just chill. Ludacris music, you wanted to jump on that highway and act like you was too fast, too furious. They played some shit in the club. Ludacris was the shit that had the girls shaking their asses too. You see what I'm saying? So you know what it is, man. Shout out to Ludacris, man. Definitely, I feel like one of my favorite South rappers. You know, behind Jeezy, that's probably like my second favorite rapper, from the South. Right. Number 21, Mason Bethel. It's for hire. Mamacita. My man Mason Bethel. I know a lot of people thinking, why is Pastor Mace up here right now? You know what I'm saying? Listen. Sir Early, North Carolina, man. How do you feel about Mace? Do you feel like Mace should be on this list, or you feel like he shouldn't be on this list?
Yeah, he should be up there. Yeah,
okay.
Everybody slept on Mace.
That's a fact. And you know what it is? Like Mace put out 3 albums, right? I mean, well, let's say he put out 3 albums when he was most notable. One album was super crazy, did super good. The second album was okay, it did all right. The third album fully flopped. But if you look at the features that Mace did, the camp that he was in, when you was rapping with Biggie Smalls and Lil' Kim, your bars had to come correct at the end of the day. And not for nothing, at one point in time, he was actually holding Bad Boy down, especially like towards the end of like Biggie's, you know, right before he passed away, then after he passed away, he was single-handedly at one point in time. Because, you know, after that, you had a lot of R&B singers was in Bad Boy. You had the Loons, you had the 112, you had Faith Evans, you had Carl Thomas. They was like, I ain't even gonna lie, it's like they was going R&B style. So Mace was the only thing that was kind of like holding Bad Boy down rap-wise. You see what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, though, I mean, his still to this day got one of the best albums I ever heard in my life. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, shout out to Mason Bethel. You see what I'm saying?
The Bad Boy Mace or the G Unit Mace?
Yeah, nah, that's what I'm saying. The G Unit Mace, not so much stuff. But I'm not even gonna lie, even that shit had, you know, if you look at Mace when he that welcome back shit, that shit did okay. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, he had like 2 or 3 joints even after the comeback that, you know, you wouldn't call him like major like his shit was before he left though too, but it's still notable. Like the Welcome Back song, it's like who really don't know that song? If you over the age of 27 years old, you should at least know the hook of that song. You see what I'm saying? So
can't run this.
yeah, you see what I'm saying? But he not Murder Mace. He not out there. If you niggas want to scrap, we can scrap. You niggas want to act, we can act. That's not that Mace. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, at the end of the day, it's a big difference, man. It's just a big difference. But Mace, I mean, the impact that he had in the short amount of time that he had was definitely a lot. I haven't seen too many people do that at the end of the day. Yeah, so number 20. Snoop Dogg, you know what I'm saying? Who's that dipping in the Cadillac? My nigga Snoop Dogg. So I know what y'all thinking. See, I ain't see Snoop Dogg on a lot of people's list, and I don't understand why. Think about it, right? Snoop Dogg, look how long he's been rapping. Look how many different crews he done been on. I mean, you got to think, just to be a part of Death Row and to be a part of No Limit, that's like that's really kind of unheard of at the same time. And then to be successful with both of those crews, and after that, to when you start rocking with Dr. Dre and all of the squad like that, you see what I'm saying? So you got to think, right? Snoop is not one of those people. Snoop got a lot of albums. I'll say 75% of Snoop albums is probably good albums. Some of them, some of them not so much. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it's like, this is Snoop we talking about. There is not a more notable rapper from the West Coast. You know what I'm saying? Besides Snoop, man. So what do y'all think as far as Snoop being on this list? Because Snoop, Snoop is not on a lot of people's top 20 lists. So what do y'all think about Snoop being on this list? JetBlue, I'll start with Sir.
Freestyles. Snoop will kill motherfuckers on them freestyles.
Yeah.
Well, you know what I can say about Snoop? Snoop is a generational rapper, right? My mom's like Snoop, my aunt likes Snoop, I like Snoop, kids like Snoop. Every generation likes Snoop.
Yeah, he a household name now.
The babies, yeah.
That's a fact. So it's like, you got to think about it, right? Like gin and juice is something that's, I hear kids, especially out here in California, they still ride around playing that shit right now to this day. You see what I'm saying? And yo, if y'all in the chat, y'all good.
But you know why even the old people like that song Gin and Juice? Because and I relate to the story after they told it. That song is like a remake of Slave walking down the street watching ladies walk going by watching you.
That you talking about the original song. Well, not they remade that shit twice, but I heard the original.
That's the same melody. So that's why the old people kind of like it, because it plays with the mental.
Because that's where the older niggas that he took it from got it from too. And walking down the street, watching ladies, walking, touching you. That shit, the older shit, that's where he stole it from. Yeah. But the original shit before that, I know what you talking about though. So listen, man, I ain't gonna lie. People took a lot of Negroes. I don't even like using the shit Negro spirituals. We gonna call them hymns. Took a lot of hymns and you know what I'm saying? We gonna call them hymns and then flip some shit, man. But listen, man, shit is crazy, man. Puff Daddy is, anyway, different fucking time for different stuff. Listen, number 19. Shout out to my man Snoop for coming in the top 20, man. Number 19, J. Cole. You know what I'm saying? Some people may say, what has J. Cole done to get up on this list besides him just being lyrical? Now, when you think of people nowadays, especially from like 2010 to now, and you think of the most lyrical, like up and comers at that time, you think of like J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar, you Lupe Fiascos, you get inside that bag like that. But J. Cole has done something I have never seen any other artist done. J. Cole went platinum in an era to where nobody was really buying CDs and stuff like that. Everybody was downloading stuff online. He still managed to go platinum. And not only did he go platinum, he did it with no promotion. And when I say no promotion, hear me out. Not a billboard, not a tweet from anybody, not even a single. He dropped the album, was like, fuck it, I'm gonna drop an album this day. Boof. No single, no promotion or nothing. And the shit ended up going platinum. Y'all niggas, you know what I'm saying? Listen, no other rapper has done that. So no promotion, go platinum. Especially now, you can't sell no CDs now. See what I'm saying? You can't sell no CDs now. But at the end of the day, what? J. Cole said, watch this. We ain't even talking about the bars. His shit speaks for itself. His singles for the last 4 years, you've been hearing J. Cole singles on the radio. You like, where the fuck has this guy even been at? Man, listen, at the end of the day, that's a rough task to go with, man. So shout out to J. Cole, man. Number 18, Andre 3000. Andre 3000. Funk Flex had Andre 3000 in the top 5. I believe he had him number 2 as the number 2 rapper alive of all time, and he would have had him at number 5 if he threw the passed away rappers in there, as far as Big Pun, Notorious B.I.G. and and Tupac. So he would have been number 5 if that's what the case. Andre 3000 has done a lot. He brought unorthodox to the game. When you think of unorthodox rappers, especially from in the 2000s, what the hell is that song, son? When he did that shit, this is when I knew he was different. As the world turns, sound to sound to sound to sound to sound. Oh, that shit. Y'all know that shit. When he did that shit, I ain't gonna lie. Because when you first hear that shit, you like this. The fuck is this? And then once you hear the second time, you like this. By the time the third time you hear, you like, oh shit. And I ain't gonna lie, son. You gotta listen to a shit 2 or 3 times, man. What y'all think about Andre 3000?
Erykah Badu put that root on him.
Yeah, that shit work. That shit work.
But he came more lyrical, way like that first album, him and what was it called? Southern Playalistic or something. You can tell like his flow changed throughout the years and stuff. He got more lyrical.
Yeah, no, that's a fact. I ain't even gonna lie, son. You see what I'm saying? This like Big Boy, he had bars too, but it's like when it came to bars, he would always get overshined. But Big Boy had like hooks. He had like the actual, he had the look to it too. You see what I'm saying? So it's like together combined. That's why when we do the top 20, we're gonna do the top 25 groups of all time too. You see what I'm saying? I definitely felt like Outkast, if they don't make it, they should definitely get an honorable mention. But I'm gonna be honest, who don't got Outkast in like a top 25 of a group? Some people may not, man. But that's coming up soon, man. You see what I'm saying? That B said, versatile. He made a lane for the non-gangster rappers. Yeah, that's a fact. Maybach Mel said he wore a dress or a skirt as well. I mean, I ain't even gonna lie. You see a lot of these guys right now that's wearing fucking, these niggas was wearing man purses and all that shit. You see what I'm saying? So, I mean, the Lil Yachty's and all that. Somebody had to pave the way for these people to start dressing like that. So, listen. Anyway, that's certain lanes for certain people. Not my lane. Shout out to Andre 3000, man. You know what I'm saying? Definitely one of the more legendaries in the game. They need to do a hip hop, like a real hip hop Hall of Fame. Like how they got a basketball Hall of Fame and the NFL Hall of Fame. They need to do like a real hip hop Hall of Fame. You know what I'm saying? Stop playing, get the shit over and done with. But then it's like, who the hell's determining who's gonna be in the Hall of Fame kind of shit. Shit like that. But they need to just do that shit and get that shit over with. Who we at right now? Oh, I got a picture of this person up here. Am I slipping? Number 17. Scarface. Yeah. Scarface is one of those rappers to where he doesn't ask for the notoriety that he deserves. He's not out there searching for the credit. He's not on social media all the time. So a lot of the young kids don't even know who the fuck this is. I feel like he is the first, and listen, this is just my opinion. I feel like he is literally the first person to fully put on for the South. You talking about paving the way for like the Ludacris and the Jeezys and the T.I.s, the UGK, the 8 Balls. I feel like he was the one that made that gangster rap and brung that slow South rap. Because like now you hear, like once the 2000s came, a lot of South rappers, they started rapping faster. And then besides like with the exception of like, they was rapping that slower rap. Now you hear a lot of South rappers, like the NLE Choppers and all that, they rhyme fast. But back in the day, the older South rappers, they didn't rhyme fast. They rhyme slow. So he put that, that slow gangster rap. It's like when you listen to Scarface, it's like the beats that he used sound like some nice old West Coast beats, but it's like he had like an East Coast flow that sound to it. But he wasn't from neither place. He was from the South.
That's why Q fuck with him.
Yeah, that's a fact. When I think of Scarface, I think of Scarface as like the godfather of the South. You see what I'm saying? You know, like I think of Snoop as rap wise, like the godfather of the West. Even though you had the Dr. Dre's, you had the Eazy-E's, the Ice Cubes, Cypress Hills, but I feel like Snoop Dogg is like the godfather. You see what I'm saying? Like of the West. When you think of West Coast rappers, that's the first name pop up in your head is Snoop Dogg. You see what I'm saying? If it's not Snoop Dogg, it's Dr. Dre or it's Ice Cube. You know what I'm saying? So you know what it is. So at the end of the day, it's like shout out to Scarface, man, because listen, he paved the way for a lot of underground rap. I mean, yeah, even underground rappers. Like he was shit. He was really one of the first, like, besides like the Big L, was like the first underground rappers I was listening to from the South. Number 16. Oh, let me get my shit right. Trying to roll up and all that at the same time. Number 16. Cameron.
Killer.
So before I even get into speaking why Cameron's on my list, let me ask you something, Sir Early, North Carolina. Do you feel like Cameron should be on this top 25 list?
Yeah, he should be like lower to me.
Like you know, but like how like lower, like in like the top like 25, not in
Like in the 10, top
like
10.
in the 10s. Okay,
Yeah.
okay, I'll take that one right there. What about you, Jet Blue? How do you feel like do you feel like Cameron should be on this list? Do you feel like he should be higher or lower?
I think Cameron should be like in the top 10 because like once again he changed the way people was moving. Do you know he's the reason why Polo started selling pink button ups? Nobody, no other. You never seen the pink shirt until Cameron did it.
Yeah,
And that's a fact. No brand, and you can go back as far as anything in fashion. No brand sold anything for men that was pink.
that's a fact. I know they definitely the polo, the pink polo button ups, like the
He
short
started
sleeve
that.
one. I
He
know, yeah,
started
that's a
that.
fact.
He
Yeah,
made
word.
he made Ralph Lauren make pink polos.
Correct. That's a fact. Yep. And I even I heard that from representatives from Ralph Lauren that says that that wave is personally responsible for them doing that. No, that's a fact. And once again, we talking about impact and all of that too. You see what I'm saying? So
I remember being in New York City high school. I would say like 2005, 2004, and all of that. Everything was Dipset. The whole city was Dipset. They turned New York City blood. Besides OG Mac and besides whoever else, they the niggas that really put the stamp and made people. No. Let me take that back. They made this blood shit fashionable. That's what I'm going to say.
yeah, and you
Matter
know
of
what I
fact,
would go
They
ahead.
made gang banging fashionable. That's what
was
Dipset did.
Killer banging him and Jewels.
Nah,
Or
nah,
was
nah,
just
nah, nah.
oh
Nah, but you know what? That's why I tell people all the time, man. You gotta like the whole Harlem. Listen, when I used to run around Harlem, and like, and we talking about like this was in like 2000. This is in like 1999 to like 2001, shit like that. This is when Jim Jones and them used to still be in Foster Projects on Lenox Avenue.
Oh yeah,
You see what I'm saying? So that whole projects, all of that shit over there used to be like, now it's crazy because mad Crips over there right now. But it's like back in the day when you got off that 2 or 3 train on 110th Avenue, right there by fucking Central Park. That's all you would see used to be blood niggas all over there. But that was because Jim Jones, and this is before Cameron was running around, claiming. I don't even think Jewels was even like, because he a little younger. But I don't even think he was
Nah,
running around even
Jim
in.
Jones is from. I mean, Santana's from uptown. Santana's from 151st and St. Nicholas.
Yeah, but you talking about as far as like Lenox projects go, though, I'm not even gonna lie, my nigga. I'm saying if you was anywhere from 110th going all the way down Lenox, shit used to get crazy over there. Word up, man. But shout out to Cameron because as far as like the pink goes, and then he had so many rappers trying to like Cameron switched his flow up 3 different times. From Confessions of Fire Cameron, when he was running around with Mace, to then when he stopped messing around with Mace, you know, but by the time he got on Rockefeller and it was all a blam blam, spam spam, damn damn. Like I used to hate that shit, but there used to be a lot of people used to try to mimic that shit. You see what I'm saying? I used to hate that shit, my nigga, because I'm like, I know this nigga got bars. Why the fuck is he rapping like that? But it's like, I ain't gonna lie though, it's like he had mad people rhyming like that. But at the end of the day, you look at Cameron's albums, from Confessions of Fire, that was like probably my favorite Cameron album was Confession of Fire. But it's like at the end of the day,
you know, another person who don't get no credit, man, Nori, man. Nori don't get no credit, man. Like Nori,
yo, I already said that both of them in the same category to me.
Yeah, because Nori, once again, he had everybody trying to be a super thug, man.
Yeah, that's a fact. But you know what it is though too? Nori wasn't lyrical, but at the same time, if you talk about like if whoever, I ain't gonna lie, when somebody battled Nori inside that versus battles, I'm not even gonna lie, Nori got like 30 hits, like notable hits. We talking about just straight notable. Stats 280 in the building. What's cracking?
What's cracking, cuz? Stats.
What's cracking? Hey, what's good? What's good?
I was about to say it sound like you still on the move right now.
Yeah, I'm still out here.
Yeah, that's what's up. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, we ain't here just going over these top 25 rappers. How do you feel like I got Cameron at number 16. Do you feel like he should be higher, lower, or on the list at all?
Definitely on the list. How you say this to 25? But you're not really going in that order, like as you know what I mean. You just are.
Nah, I'm going in order. I'm going in order right now.
16 to me is reasonable. I would say he will be in my perspective, I probably would give him like 10, but it's still reasonable. 16 ain't that bad.
Oh, that's good. So Sir earlier, JetBlue is all in agreement that he should be in the top 10. But the crazy part is like once I start getting to these top 10, you got to really think who is the person that you will remove out of this top 10, because I'm looking at this top 10 right now, and there's not nobody I would move out of here for Cameron. But listen, we're gonna get to it. Number 14. Hold on 1 second. Hold on. Number 14. FABOLOUS. You know what I'm saying? My man Fabulous.
Hey yo, Smiley. You know why people don't put Banks over Fabulous?
Because he hasn't done as much as Fabulous in his solo career.
Okay.
Banks will wash Fabulous ass too.
He hasn't done as much, but Banks is better than Fabulous.
I mean, punchline wise, I would probably say punchline wise, yes. But as far as making songs and all that shit, no. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to realize, like, look at the songs that Fabulous made. Y'all can think of 20 Fabulous songs right now off of your head right now and sing them shits, at least the hooks to them. You can't do that with Lloyd Banks songs.
I agree.
Lloyd Banks got some. Listen, at one point in time, Fabulous and Lloyd Banks, if they would have battled, that would have been a crazy battle with the punchlines right there. You see what I'm saying? But it's a difference between being able. Now, Lloyd Banks got good songs. I'm not even gonna lie. But imagine if Fabulous and Lloyd Banks did a versus battle versus each other right now. But say if they could only use their solo songs.
Oh, Fabulous will win.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying?
Songs, but
correct. But if you throw in a whole G unit, the whole G unit factor, yeah, Lloyd Banks, because listen, Lloyd Banks was the best in G unit forever. You see what I'm saying? So
okay, so what if they do the battle of the mixtapes, like Fabulous Monday Night Clue mixtape versus Lloyd Banks Money in the Bank mixtapes?
Nah.
Yeah.
If you do a mixtape battle, I feel like it's really nobody that can touch Fabulous in a mixtape battle. That's like, who can really see DJ Clue in like a DJ battle, as far as like if you did like mixtapes? Who can see DJ Clue? You see what I'm saying? That we not talking about Maybach Mel. What's good? And we not
What's
talking
good?
about as
What's
far
good?
as like just like what's name. We
Salute.
talking about as far as like mixtapes. Who can see DJ Clue in the mixtape battle? Like Funkmaster Flex got mixtapes and stuff out there too. But you talking about as far as like against DJ
Slay?
Clue? Nah, he would probably get killed. You see what I'm saying? So you know, it's just a difference when it comes down to to actual stuff like that too. Like Fabulous, if you look at Fabulous notables, you look at his solo career. You know, he was with a team, but at the same time, he was like the leader of the team. He was never like the number
you know
two
what?
follower behind. Go ahead.
I just thought about something, but Cam should definitely be ahead of Fab though.
Yeah.
I just
Yo,
thought about it.
yo,
Yeah,
Smiley,
that's
Smiley, yo,
crazy.
Smiley,
Like,
can I say something too? Can I say
Go
something?
ahead.
I don't mean to cut homie off, right? I know you made the list totally different, right? Because truthfully, I named my son, right? My son's first name is King. His middle name is Cameron. Cameron is
My
one of
son
my
name is
favorite.
Cameron too, but I spell it
Yeah.
like Cameron
Yep.
too. Yeah.
Facts. Yeah. His name is Cameron, but you know, same thing. That's his real name. Same thing as Wiz Khalifa. Wiz Khalifa's parents named him Cameron after Cameron. I'm gonna say this. When we making these lists, right? There's different types of arguments. I know you're not going off of that. Because when you talk about who sold the most records, right? People break it down in different categories. Who sold the most records? Who went platinum? Who's more influential? When everyone's arguing about Cameron had a movement, and this is why I'm gonna say it's a movement. Once again, I'm from Boston, Mass. We was calling ourselves Dipset, and like you said, from 1999 to 2004, niggas was rocking throwback jerseys heavy because of them. Chicago has a set of niggas that call themselves Dipset. Dipset even reached out to the UK, and niggas they had the Dipset UK out there. Yo, it was a big time movement, bro.
He talking heavy.
Yeah, no, but all right. So Maybach Mel. So I'm gonna put it to you this way, right? Like you see how you said the whole thing too. You absolutely spitting all facts right now, but you said the Dipset movement. Yeah, Dipset is not just Cameron. I understand he was the leader of it. I understand he was the leader of it, but Dipset is not just Cameron. So we're talking about as far as like solo artist, solo career. That's what I'm saying. If you look at Cameron solo, that was a good argument. That was a good one. That's why I had to make sure I came back with something that's gonna definitely compete right with that too. Yo, thanks. That's I appreciate that.
You're
good. You know
good.
what I'm saying? So that you talking about solo careers. So when you talk about solo careers,
I'm with you. I'm with you, bro. I'm with you.
But you know what it is? It's people on here that don't even got Cameron on like they top 50, and I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you people? You see what I'm saying?
Crazy.
Because I understand how Cameron was before when he was with Mace, when he was carrying the shit with Mace. And then
remember SDD? Remember the SDD album, the Sports, Drugs, and Entertainment? That's a classic. And I'm glad that you said what you said earlier, because when he did get to the point where he started being lazy, and I don't think it was lazy, I think he was just switching up his flow when he was rhyming, like you said, how he was rhyming. Remember, he even came with the lions, tigers, and bear. Oh my! Like these are infamous lines. These are infamous lines. It might sound whack because, and I'm glad that you brought up Nori, because I remember when Nas dissed Nori and was like, "Nigga, step your lyrics up." Nori did have some classics, but then he admitted he got lazy at one point as well too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and stuff like that. But
I ain't gonna lie, that Melvin Flint the Hustler album, and I actually too is funny too because I've reached out to Nori too when they was live doing some Drink Champ shit, and he actually responded to that shit too. I was like, yeah, because people shit on that album like they don't get that album.
No, that album was the joint. That's not the album that had what was the album that had Sometimes? Because I still play Sometimes to this day.
That was the shit that had the NRE, Nori, stands for niggas on them. That was that album. That was after the CNN album. I know which one you talking about though.
Yeah, because he even had a song. He even had a song that he dedicated to his pops too on that same album. Not the Melvin Flint, but I think that was
the blue CD.
Yeah, exactly. It was the blue CD with him wearing white. He was wearing white. That CD was slept on, bro. That CD was hard. That album was real hard. Like I said, you could still play Sometimes today. Sometimes the other song that he dedicated to his pops, I forgot the name of that song, man, that he dedicated to his pops. But man, listen, Nori did fall off at one point, but he was holding it down with the hits though. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I know you're not basing it on those certain categories. That's why, like, you rank your rappers. That's why I don't get mad at nobody. It's always a friendly debate with people's because we all gonna have our own, our own bias to certain rappers that we really like and stuff like that. You get what I'm saying? But like you said, G-Rap, a lot of people don't mention G-Rap, and I'm glad how you put it. You said you didn't grow up on him. You was too young to be reciting his rhymes. But see, me, I'm 44, so I grew up on all of that. You know what I'm saying? I know about the Big Daddy Kane. I know about Cool G-Rap. I know about Rakim. Rakim actually, Paid in Full was my first cassette tape. It was a white tape that I got, and I was in Catholic school, and I never gave it back to my homie who let me hold it down. I was like, yo, homie, you ain't getting this CD, this cassette back, you know? But yeah, my fault. I don't want to hold you, bro.
Hey, hold up. But listen to this right here. The nigga Cam said, I'm shaking a bake. I'll shoot up your funeral and then Harlem shake at your wake.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
You know what I'm saying? That's fucked up. Can you imagine niggas shooting up the wake and then Harlem shaking up out of there, my nigga?
Right? Yo, what? Cam is definitely slept on in some ways with that lyricism shit.
Yeah, but you know what it is though? You gotta think. Look at that recent freestyle he just put out though too.
With them at the Garden?
The one when he was just standing on a block chilling with his boys.
He was on the block and he was wilding,
I didn't see that one. Like, I gotta check for that one. I thought you was talking about the one with him, Jewels, and Jim Jones at the Garden. I thought that's what you was talking about.
Nah, this is him just standing on the block chilling, bullshitting with his boys. This is some shit that he did probably like, I'll say maybe like 4 or 5 months ago. I ain't gonna lie. He still got the ball, son.
Oh, hold on. What about the There's an album that he dropped when he did the little movie where he was rapping and he had that clown mask on. Y'all know what I'm talking about?
That's when he did the First of the Month movie.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, the First of the Month web series.
Exactly. It was it First of the Month?
Yeah, that's what's that.
Yeah, that album was slept on too. He had some hits on that. But anyways, he did a video where he was wearing a clown mask and he had like burners and he was gonna go shoot up somebody. I even think he had his cousin in the movie. He put out like a little movie and stuff like that. But yeah, Cam. But listen, I'm not mad at you, bro. I'm not mad at you. But to me, Cam would be in my top 10. It would be. It's just like Jada. Nobody like Method Man. People don't mention Method Man. Method Man's underrated to me.
Yeah. So you know what's crazy too is that's why I said too, as far as with this top 10, it's like, you know, even with that, it's like, you know, me personally, and this is, remember too, this is deceased rappers that's inside of here too. So I mean, it's kind of, you know, obvious what the number one and number 2 is gonna be. You see what I'm saying? But even from there too, I didn't just go based off of, because this person was deceased, because Big L would have been way up there too. That's why I said I'm lucky enough.
And Big L was better than Jay-Z. That's a
correct.
Fact.
That's a
no,
fact,
hold on. Can I ask y'all the question? Because I said it and I put it in the chat, and the dude, I guess it's a dude in MTV, whatever. Do y'all ever remember that Diddy said that he gave Jay-Z Biggie's unfinished songs, like the whole catalog? That's why when Nas dissed him, Nas was like, yo, how many of Biggie rhymes is gonna come out your fat lips? Do y'all remember that? Yeah, I mean, I know y'all remember the line, but do y'all know that Diddy gave him a Biggie's catalog of unfinished songs? So that, to me, that was a cheat code for Jay-Z. Like, I don't diss Jay-Z, but because, you know, he had battles with Busta Rhymes in high school. They went to the same high school. He battled DMX. He did battle the infamous battle with Big L, and Big L chewed him like out. You know what I'm saying? This man used to open up for Big Daddy Kane. I think Jay-Z's really older than his the age that they say he is. I think he's older than that. Because Nah, facts. I mean, bro, listen, I'm Haitian, but I was born in America, bro. They lie on, you know, they be having 2 birth certificates. I think Jay-Z's one of them niggas, man, for real, with 2 birth certificates. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Nah, my pop said, listen, Brooklyn niggas used to always do that, my nigga. Shit.
Yeah.
I think my pop just got rid of his second one. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie.
Y'all don't remember the Dominican kid that was playing the what was it? The you know, what's the little baseball thing? And then come to find out he was 18 playing with like 12 and 14-year-olds.
Oh yeah. I remember that shit. That nigga was a ringer, my nigga. That was a ringer. Word up. That shit is crazy. Niggas had the ringer in there. But yeah, I'm not even gonna lie though, man. this next 14 is probably, that's why I know when we got to the 15, it was gonna be controversial because that's what Flex took, like Black Thought, right? I don't know enough about Black Thought, but me listening to Black Thought is like you got to be more than just lyrical. How many people really know about Black Thought? It's a couple of people may know about Black Thought, but it's like
I know
you got to put you got to put impact and all that shit in it too. So that's why Black Thought didn't even make my list. To be honest,
Smiley, when you get a chance,
4,
when you get a chance, not to cut you off, when you get a chance, look up Black Thought, Funkmaster Flex freestyle.
I seen that. He killed that shit. He in my opinion, he probably got one of the top 5 freestyles ever on Funk Flex. Might even be top 3. Might even be top 3. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest too. Yeah, he killed that shit. So lyrics why, but you gotta listen. I seen Pat Pooch destroy freestyles like a motherfucker, but it's like it ain't always just about the lyricism. You gotta be able to make songs and notable and all that shit. Listen, I think Pat Pooch lyrical wise, him, Cannabis, Big L. It's not a lot of people that's in that lane and in that category that's like that as far as like, that can fucking just come with punchline through multiple songs. But at the end of the day, it's called dumbing your balls down. That's why Pat Pooch, that's been his problem. He got to dumb his balls down and make songs that people can remember. Rappers, we sitting there like, oh shit, he's saying some crazy shit. But the females and all that shit, or niggas who don't understand punchlines, like, what the fuck is he talking about? You know what I'm saying? I don't understand none of this shit. You see what I'm saying? So, that shit crazy. Go over your head like a paper in the 6th grade, shit like that. Niggas like, what the fuck is he talking about? Us with punchlines, we like, we remember the 6th grade, niggas used to throw the fucking papers and the shit to fly over your head. But but the other niggas, like, the fuck is he talking about? Shit like that. So, you gotta be able to definitely make songs and shit. Yeah. So let me get into this number 14. Number 14 on my list. Eminem. You know what I'm saying? Eminem is number 14 on my list. So a lot of people feel like Eminem should be top 10. Some people feel like Eminem shouldn't even be on the top 5 list. Top 5, Sir Early said. So listen,
Eminem shouldn't even be on the list.
You see what I'm saying? So we got this. All right, so Sir Early, let me ask you this question. Why do you feel like Eminem should be top 5 in this stats? I'm gonna ask you the question why you feel like he shouldn't be on the list.
I don't know, maybe just because I'm just going off of that renegade shit with him and Jay-Z and shit.
That shit fire. Stats 280. Why you feel like Eminem shouldn't be on the list at all?
Because the only reason he's giving him any type of like opinion is because he's a white boy. He just know how to rap somewhat. Like if you had a black person rapping the same shit he was doing, y'all just be like, okay. 113. That's how I look at
it. That's a fact. So both of y'all got very valid points. So the reason why I got Eminem on this list too is creativity wise, ball wise. You haven't had any white boys. Who's been the most notable white boys in the rap game? I would probably say Vanilla Ice, Eminem, Bubba Sparks. In my opinion, as far as like 3 white boys that come off top of the head that was actually in the rap game. We all know how Vanilla Ice's career went. He's still paying Suge Knight money. It's bad out there for him in the streets. Bubba Sparks had he had 2 singles, 1 good album, and kind of like vanished from there too. I don't know if people consider Paul Wall white. I mean, Paul Wall, I don't know. Them niggas from down south, I don't know. I would consider them nigga white. Then you got Eminem. So when I think of songs like when he first came out, that "Hi, my name is what? My name is," that shit's super creative. Then he followed up with songs like "I never meant to give you mushrooms, girl. I never meant to bring you to my world." It's like, we know nothing about no mushrooms and all that shit that he was talking about. But when you got a white boy talking about doing crazy shit and he's putting balls in it too, I felt like that shit was super creative.
You see, but wait, can I interject? You saying a white boy doing crazy shit and saying crazy shit, that's what white people do, and he just so happens to know how to put words together. He's doing typical white boy. He would have been like somebody said, he would have been exactly like Redman. Him and Redman is in the same, like, they say crazy shit.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Redman don't get, yeah, Redman don't get that shit, but it was the shock value because it's a white boy saying it.
Yeah, but that's the crazy part about it too. You got to look at it. It's like, why no other white people thought to do no shit like that? Then you got to look at where he's from. I tell people all the time too. I can understand if this motherfucker was like from Wisconsin, Maine, Boston, or some shit like. No, I'm not shit on Boston like that. But Detroit, I ain't even gonna lie. I don't give a fuck what part of Detroit you live in. Like, Detroit is a rough fucking place to live at. Detroit was like #1 murder rate capital for a long. We talking about before.
Not in the trailer park that he from.
Nah, you bugging, my nigga. We talking about, yeah, even in there too. Even in there too. That's what I'm talking about. You got the meth heads and all that shit too. Them niggas will stab you up, no problem, just to get that $23 in your pocket, my nigga. That's why I said it don't matter where you at. Like in New York, right? It ain't too much crime happening upstate. There's mad shit going on in Long Island. People think Long Island is like a big rich place, and nah, hell no. Mad shit going on. But when you go upstate, there's only certain places: Albany, Syracuse, Buffalo, Binghamton. There's only certain places. But other than that, though, most of the upstate, there ain't no crime going on up there. But in Detroit, even in the white community, the trailer parks, my nigga, you got this nigga from this trailer, fucking his wife from they live in this trailer, and these niggas get this. Listen, man, I ain't gonna lie. Detroit, it was the #1 murder capital for a while. You see what I'm saying? So the shit he rapped about at that time, it was like, if you knew about what goes on in Detroit, it was kind of believable. Because if you sitting around and, like, you know, they got some real ass trailer parks in Detroit. You got some real broke motherfuckers that just be in there too. So, you know, to see him being a white boy in the movie 8 Mile, he got the black friend, and, you know, whether that story was true or not, that wouldn't surprise me if that's how his whole shit even started. But at the end of the day, it's like Eminem had people scared to even go out the window to even try to battle him. Look what happened to Benzino. Finished him.
But he's from Boston, though. Gotta remember that.
Yeah, he is from Boston. But at
like,
one, but it was
who the real spitters from Boston.
Yeah, but even when he was on, but look how many different what's name he was on though, to where he done killed people on there. That's still, people talk about that all the day. Eminem had everybody not wanting to get killed on their own tracks, because Eminem used to rap about killing people on their own tracks. You pay for a feature with Eminem. Eminem versus was better than a lot of the rappers he did what's names with. Let's be for real. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, ball wise, putting it all together, he's definitely gonna make my list. He was mad that Snoop said he wasn't in his top 10. I'm not gonna put Eminem in my top 10 either. But at the same time, I'm not gonna sit there and discredit him like I wasn't playing. When I first heard that shit, hi, my name is, I was like, that's the dumbest shit in the world. You play that shit right now, especially in the car that got a box of 12. That shit thump. And I'm not even gonna lie, they play that shit. You could have stadiums gonna end up saying that shit. That was the first single. How many rappers you know the first single takes off like that? All right, kids. Do you like violence? You crazy? That shit smack.
Yo, Smiley, you know, Cameron was saying that Eminem bit his flow on that How My Name Is. Like, that was like a Cameron debate. He was saying Eminem bit his flow and he didn't really give him credit for that.
You know what it is, JetBlue? When you rap, especially when you rap to different like beats and stuff like that, sometimes you got to take a rapper to mimic, right? Like on my song, like on my album, right? I got a song, the last song is called Cancer of Pisces. It's a fast paced rhyming song. So what I did was I had just finished listening to like some NLE Chopper song that he did. And I was like, oh shit, maybe if I throw like an NLE Chopper kind of flow on here, maybe this shit'll work. And I'm not even gonna lie. So when I was writing, I was kind of, you know, like had NLE Chopper, you know, like almost like his rap style in my head as I'm writing. Sometimes that happens. You'll use rappers as reference to write shit because that's how they write to certain what's name all the time. I could write the boom bap shit all the time and sound like me, but if I get to writing like a fast song or a song that got, you know, that got to sound like an R&B, so sometimes I'd be like, all right, cool. I got to get on my fabulous shit. Like I got to sound like, I got to almost have like a fabulous kind of vibe on this song too, if I want to do some shit like that. Sometimes you'll use like different references when you have to switch up your flow. Sometimes you got to do that. It's not just easy just to go switch up your flow all the time. That's why a lot of rappers is one-dimensional. These niggas can't rhyme on fast songs, or they can't rhyme on a BPM if the shit is too slow. You see what I'm saying? Like, you will never get NLE Chopper to rhyme on a beat, or like Lil Uzi or any one of these niggas to rhyme on a BPM beat that's like 80 to 93. You're never gonna do that. You never get Griselda to rhyme on. You never get nobody from Griselda to rhyme on a beat that BPMs that got like fucking 140 BPMs. It's too fast. You ain't gonna get. They not gonna rhyme on that shit. You see what I'm saying? But some rappers who don't give a fuck, you'd be like, all right. So say like Conway decided to go rhyme on a fast beat, he ain't going to be able to just start writing to that shit. He gonna have to like, he gonna think like a fast rapper, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? You know how that go. So listen, man, shout out to Eminem, man. You know, mixed signals on the Eminem. That's why I knew this last 15 was gonna be very controversial, man. Number 13 on the list. Where the fuck is this nigga's picture? Oh, what? Oh, I ain't add this nigga up here. Oh, that's fucked up. All right, hold on. Give me one. All right. Number 13 on the list. Kanye. No, is this number 13? Yeah, this is number 13. Yeah, this is number. No, I think it's number. Yeah, it's number 13. Kanye. You know what I'm saying? Kanye West. So, you talk about somebody who went from, it's been a lot of people who done try to go from producer, beat maker to being a rapper. And actually they've been successful. Kanye West is probably the number one person I probably felt like that has done that, as far as go from producer, songwriter, beat maker to being just like his own rapper, own entity, and then fucking just, you know, and then just had a successful career. Kanye, it's only one of his albums I didn't like. I'm not gonna call it a whack album. It's only one album I didn't like though. He put this nigga truck just broke down. This nigga Kanye puts out a lot of fire. When Kanye, if he decides to have a versus battle, whoever he decides to have a versus battle with, it's gonna have to be somebody crazy. They're definitely gonna have to. They're gonna have to put in some work. I'm not even gonna lie. At the end of the day, because Kanye got too many hits. Kanye could break out hits that you didn't even know that Kanye wrote. So when you think of Kanye as a full entity, as far as like us, you know, the songwriter, because he wrote a lot of shit for people, and he fucking he done got a lot of his hits himself, on top of being on one of the biggest labels, a part of one of the biggest things out there too. So, you know, Kanye, Tony Garcia said Kanye versus Drake. Yeah, that would be cool, but I'm not even gonna lie. I want to see Drake against more of like a heavy hitter. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, Kanye got a lot of hits though. I don't want to see Drake in no 20-song battle. I want to see these motherfuckers go 30 songs and better. Niggas like Jay-Z, Lil Wayne, Drake, all these they got to do like, when they do versus battles, they got to do like 30, 40 songs. I don't want to see these niggas 20 songs. Come on time, get like 30, 40 songs. Y'all good to go. Stats 280. Do you feel like Kanye should be high and low, or do you even have him on your list?
I don't really care about him, so yeah. Like,
talk about straight to the point and straightforward.
Yeah, I don't really.
Yeah. Stupid. I don't really care about him. Word. Yo, Sir Early.
Yeah, I think he's supposed to be lower than that.
Well, as far as like in top 10?
Yeah.
Okay, JetBlue.
Well, I kind of agree with Stats a little bit. Like, it don't matter where they really put him. He got good music, but his music ain't really like. I can't remember what I was doing when I heard Kanye. It's not like his music don't really got no time frame to it. If you get what I'm trying to say, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's that timeless music, man.
Yeah,
and I hear a lot of
that's what's good about Kanye. He got timeless music. Like I can't say like, oh, people was drinking 40s when his album was out. You know what I'm saying? Like he doesn't have an era. You can play his shit 20 years from now.
No, that's a fact. And I hear a lot of people saying Kanye got ghostwriters, but I definitely hear you. But at the same time, Kanye ghostwrite for a lot of people. So I feel like if he ghostwrite for a lot of people and then he ran out of balls and he started getting ghostwriters, man, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Listen, that's why I could never ghostwrite for niggas, because you be mad as fuck. You end up ghostwriting some shit and this nigga end up doing fucking better numbers than your shit did. Come on, son. You know what I'm saying? Shit crazy, man. Number 12. Hold on, let me get to my shit real quick. Number 12. LL Cool J is hard as pause. Battle anybody, I don't care if you tell. I excel, they all fail. So I know people's like, damn, LL Cool J, my nigga. I thought, ain't this nigga old and young at the same time? Listen, my nigga, this nigga is from all era. You know what I'm saying? You looking from the 90s to up to 2010, man. You got LL Cool J songs out there and shit. See what I'm saying? So, LL, a lot people had LL in the top 10. Some people had LL in the top 20. I haven't seen nobody who ever had LL Cool J on their list, period. But I felt like number 12 for LL Cool J was a good spot. To be in. Black Rock in the building. What's good? You know what I'm saying? Jet Blue.
Salute.
You know what I'm saying? So I definitely feel like fucking that was a good spot for him to be in, man. Black Rock, since you up here, what do you think about LL Cool J being the number 12 on my all time?
He should be higher than that, my nigga. Like he should be
top 10?
Number 8.
Number 8? All right.
8, because he was a trendsetter. That's where I think 50 Cent got his whole. When 50 made it, I think that's where he got his whole shit from.
Jack LL. Jack LL whole style, my nigga.
Nigga said, I'm something like a phenomenon.
Something like a phenomenon. That shit was
like a Sharks fan. My head is like a Sharks fan.
You know why I respect LL? I thought he was going to get super destroyed by Cannabis. I'm not even going to lie. I'm like, nah, LL verse. I said, nah, LL. This ain't
bust his ass. Man.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like Cannabis ball wise, he beat him, but as far as like overall the battle, nah, LL Cool J won the war. Cause look what happened to Cannabis' career. That nigga had to try to start battle rapping, then that shit flopped. It was over for Cannabis at that. So it's like LL Cool J, you got to think for him to be one of those rappers who make songs with females, and for him to actually end like a lyrical rapper's career, I give it to LL Cool J for that. I thought he was going to get
in his career, or did Cannabis make the wrong moves? Business decision?
Nah, LL in this shit, my nigga. Cannabis had that buzz. He had just did. Listen, that second round knockout shit. I'm saying Cannabis had that. He had that buzz, my nigga. Cannabis had that buzz, my nigga. But LL
when you're grown, kill your first, second, and third ball. Tell Louis Farrakhan to yo what? He was wild. That nigga, nah, I ain't gonna lie though. That nigga, like, ball wise though, as far as balls, he had, but once again, he couldn't make songs, my nigga. He couldn't make songs. That's the problem. That's Papoose' problem right there.
But he had Wyclef. He had the number one hit maker at that time.
You gotta dumb your balls down, my nigga. I'm sorry. Listen, punch. You got to. You got to.
Yeah,
you got to.
You go for sometimes, yeah.
And battle rap, that shit works. This is the problem with battle rappers, man. A lot of times people don't catch them balls. When I'm writing now, I'm not writing no more. If I got 16 balls, I'm not writing fucking 8 punchlines. I'm not doing that shit no more. It's gonna be 4 punchlines and 16 balls now. We dumbing shit down. It's gonna be crazy shit, 4 ball setups, 4 times, 16 balls. You can't do that shit no more. When you hit and expect, you definitely can't do like Cannabis and them niggas was doing back to back punching. It sounded like you just saying too much stupid shit. You know what I'm
Well,
saying? But
if you a fan of lyrics like that, you gonna appreciate that type of shit, though.
yeah, that's a fact. But I definitely feel like LL held his own with that shit, though. I'm not even gonna lie, man. Nitro Active in the building, man.
Nigga said, "Can I bust? Yes, you can. Can I
Can
bust?"
I bust? ah, ah,
you
that
know
shit
where
crazy,
like
my nigga.
LL Cool J is another is another one of them rappers that changed the swag. Like he made it cool to wear Kango hats. He made it cool to wear velour suits. Yeah, you know they all say it came from the MC Sham dude, but it looked better on LL Cool J. Pause. And he
Yeah,
made it cool to wear velours, feline suits. And to be honest, he was the poster boy of FUBU. Like, yeah, I mean, when FUBU was big, like, you know what I mean? He made the whole New York, Jersey, Buffalo, Philly, Baltimore wear FUBU. You know what I mean?
yeah. No, that's a fact.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
Any transcended, any transcended to what they call that acting. So he's real big, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, he had that show in the house and all that.
Of course.
Yep.
Remember that shit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He that nigga played the cop in one of them shows. I forget the name of that shit too. That
Law and
nigga,
Order.
yeah.
CSI.
Yeah, there you go.
CSI.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you know that nigga, listen, notable wise, a lot of them rappers, they said, fuck it, I'm about to go get this acting money because fuck is the sense of me sitting home writing all these lyrics.
Yeah,
I
you
can
know
be on
what
the
I just
road.
thought about? So LL always had a baldy.
Nah, that nigga had hair. Damn, I just erased the shit. He used to have, but that
He
was
always had a
early
bald.
90s. That was
He
not
always had a
Big
bald.
Dookie chain.
He had a hat on.
That nigga had hair.
He
He
had
always-
hair when he did that with the Dawn and Wild album and all that, his first album.
Yeah, but for the most part, you right. Stats from when we remember LL Cool J, you know, he had hair back when before we was even listening to this nigga. But from we remember him, that nigga always had a baldy, my nigga Paul.
Yeah, he
You know
had
what I'm
a
saying?
Bro, I was about to say that nigga just was rocking baldies before we even respected it. Like that nigga was
That's a
wild.
fact.
I never
That's a
seen
fact.
anything without a hat. Never.
That shit crazy. All right, let's get into this number 11. Number 11 on my list, man.
Wow.
Little ugly braid Tucci. You know what I'm
That
saying?
shit, but number 34 or some shit.
Yeah,
Nah, you bugging, my nigga. Nah, you can't do Lil Wayne like that. Listen, let me take y'all back, man. This is why Lil Wayne is always on everybody's list and he's so high up on the list. You gotta realize, man, from way back in the days, from when it was just like the Cash Money Millionaires, we talking about when it was the Hot Boys group. That Hot Boys album by itself did great for coming out of the South. Then you had, they did the solo albums by themselves. So the only ones that, all four of them did solo albums by themselves, BG, Turk, Wayne, and Juvie. The only two that did good out of the four was Lil Wayne, The Block Is Hot, and Juvenile, 400 Degrees. Now, BG shit was crazy. I like BG shit, but it didn't sell.
BG shit was
crazy. It was crazy. It didn't sell. Young Turk shit, that shit was, I'm gonna be honest, that shit was kind of trash. You see what I'm saying? But
Hold on. What was it? What was the name of it? Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I can look that shit up.
I remember this shit. It was Hallways and Cuts. I know that's one of the songs, Hallways and Cuts. I remember this. Damn, what was the single for it? Fuck all that. But yeah, that shit was kind of corny. But I do remember that shit was kind of corny.
Yeah. So it's like now you got Juvenile, 400 Degrees is like that shit took off because you in that big body band time. That was one of those songs when you first heard that shit, you was like, that shit was terrible. But then once you
fucking friends,
that's a fact. And then once you heard that shit started getting popular. You a paper chaser, got your block on fire, you ain't do your business.
Yo, matter of fact, yeah, he gotta be on it. That nigga had Jay-Z on that shit.
Hell
yeah. He took Jay-Z on it.
That remix was crazy, my nigga. I ain't gonna lie.
When the niggas thought Jay-Z was blood when he was like at the end of that shit.
Yep, that's a fact. You know what I'm saying? Yep. So fucking Lil Wayne, that was crazy to follow up behind, but Then you gotta think when that shit came out, the block is hot, ha ha ha. Like that was like a match to the shit. I was like, oh shit, who is this little nigga? So you gotta look at from the block is hot. And then you gotta look at the Hot Boys album. Then you gotta look at the Carter 1, the Carter 2, it's too many.
He did his thing in different eras, like 3 different eras.
Correct. 3 different eras, and
take that back.
I kind of started checking for Lil Wayne when he dropped that first dedication with Lil Drama, like Drama, what's his name? Drama or something, right?
DJ Drama.
Yeah, when he started that whole mixtape spree, like, so I caught on to Lil Wayne with the mixtape where Lil Wayne took over for that whole year, I think.
That's a fact.
I nigga put out like 1,000 songs.
That's a fact. Yeah. So he took over the mixtape era. Yeah. He had good albums. He had good group albums. Yeah. Like then he ended up being his own CEO. You see what I'm saying? Like we ain't even talking about that. We ain't talking about Lil Wayne. We ain't talking about this Lil Wayne right here. Listen, that's why he don't care.
Lil Wayne. I don't like that Lil Wayne. Yeah.
Listen, why you think he's smiling though? He don't care about the little ugly braids. Wait, Stat, your shit breaking up. Say that again.
I hate that little creature right there.
That Lil Wayne, like, I don't know, man. That nigga look like he like dried up spoiled, like.
Yeah, so I mean, Lil Wayne, he did a lot, man. He did a lot for as far as like the rap game. He did it for so long with different, through different time zones. So it's like, like Nitro said, Lil Wayne is in his top 10.
He put himself in that conversation of one of the greatest.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact.
Couldn't deny it either. Like, you know what? He been here. 12 years old or some shit. 11, 12 years old.
That the block is hot shit. I think when that shit came out, he was 15 or 16 when he did the solo one. So yeah, you talk about like as far as with the Hot Boys, yeah, I'll probably say 12, 13 years old. See what I'm saying? So but by the time his
20 years,
yeah, by the time his solo shit came out, and there wasn't too many artists that was doing that young, or they wasn't making you, think they was that young. Like you heard Monica talk about how young she was when she got into the game, 13 years old and all that shit. Aaliyah was mad young when she got into the game. Bow Wow was mad young, but he was just short, so it was easy to tell. But a lot of these people, you just couldn't. They didn't show the image that these people was this young, that they were still teenagers when they was doing it, especially Monica. Like I would have never thought that Monica was that young, singing that song, before you walked out of my life and all that shit. Like she said she was 13 years old. What the fuck? That's crazy. But she made that song.
Kind of the reason why I don't really want to give him too much of his props. And like I can agree, but I can disagree. I don't want to sound like a contradiction with it, but it's like he played a big influence in the whole industry in the wrong way, but he did play a powerful influence. If we're talking about drugs and lean and had everybody doing that, of course he did that. But
I mean that shit came a little afterwards though. You talking about as far as like people drinking lean and all that shit. That's like older Lil Wayne though too. I ain't gonna lie, he's been solidified even like way before that. Like I feel like even without that YMCMB shit, he still would have been like one of the best mentioned of all time, even without that era, because what they did back in the day, what they influence was they had everybody want to ride around with these little fucking with the rims on their cars, with systems in their cars. They wanted everybody to ride around with fucking with foreign cars and all that shit. So all the people you see riding around with foreigns and stuff now, they could thank them niggas, because them niggas was the people riding around in them 3-wheel cars and all that shit back in there when they was, whether they was rented or not. That's the wave that I remember. So the lean and all that shit, I mean, once again, and niggas drink lean off of listening to an album, and you the dumbest nigga in America. I ain't gonna lie.
I think it's a lot of rappers that's trying to look like him as well. He influenced the dreads and tattoos.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Like then when Uzi Vert came out, I was like, yeah, he trying to take Wayne's spot.
Yeah, he trying to look like Lil Wayne, Young Thug, 2 Chainz.
Yeah, nigga said that about Young Thug. Nigga said when Young Thug came, Young Thug was there to take Lil Wayne whole slot. That's when him and Baby was going through some shit. You know, this nigga pretty much for the most part, this nigga almost, you know, had dreads like Lil Wayne.
Even the Jadakiss like, dude, the Jadakiss dude, the Detail dude, all the niggas tried to look like Lil Wayne on the all them upcoming niggas on Cash Money. But the Lord Chucky dude, Twist dude, all of them was Lil Wayne's. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a fact. You know what I'm saying, Eggy Egg, what's the good words, huh?
Peace and black power to the panel. Peace and black power to the panel.
Peace. Eggy Murphy.
So Eggy, let me ask you a question. Being that you definitely a musical kind of guy, who's your favorite rapper of all time? Being that we about to get into this top 10 list, who's your favorite rapper of all time? Not best, but who's your favorite rapper?
I got too many of them, man. Slick Rick, Coogee Rap, Rakim. It's hard for me. Them 3 right there. It's hard.
So now, besides now, we talking about alive rappers. Who would you call? Who would you consider the best rapper that's alive right now?
Shit, damn. That's hard. There's too many rappers that's alive. I'll say Coogee Rap. I'll stay with Coogee Rap. I'll stay right there.
All right, cool. So let's say from the 90s and better, because that's what I'm doing. My list is from like the 90s and better. I'm doing it from the era.
Redman.
You got Redman as your number one?
What is that?
Yeah, you talking about as today?
Yeah, from 1990s up until today, now. Right? Yeah, who would you consider the best rapper that's alive right now of all time? So excluding like the Coogee Raps and like the Rakims and the KRS ones and the Slick Ricks, and we talking about from like, you know, you know what? I want to get on credit, but if I had my choice and they was in a lab with anybody and on a team, I would say Beans. I would give it to Beans. I don't think a lot of niggas stand in the studio with the Mac, man. Beanie Siegel?
Yeah.
Yeah, listen. I'm not even gonna lie though, too. Like Beanie Siegel, I feel like Beanie Siegel he has the 3rd best diss track ever.
I feel like we just talking about rapping, right? Just rapping. No, I mean,
we not. We talking about music. We talking about hip hop. We not just talking about just rapping. We talking about hip hop because I feel like Beanie Siegel is in the top in a lot of categories. But of all time, I wouldn't put Beanie in my top of all times though. But he is in the top of a lot of categories.
Well, we gonna talk music. I'm gonna bow down. I give it to Drake, man.
Drake?
If it ain't no rules and nothing in it, I got to. He the best doing it out here. He got the cheat code. That melody shit work, man.
Yeah. Yep. So all right. So in that instance too, we're gonna get into the top 10. You see what I'm saying? So number 10 on my list, even though I look like I don't have the picture of him, is Drake. So I got Drake as number 10 on my list. The reason why I have Drake as number 10 on my list, I feel like as far as like the amount of hits that he has, it's a lot of people that can't even come close to him, especially when you talk about versus battles.
Right.
Versatility. I feel like there is a lot of people who can't come close to Drake. Lyrically, I feel like let's not even say lyrically. Let's just say as far as on a rapping and singing tip. You hear a lot of R&B singers that can do that and is good at it, like T-Pain. I feel like T-Pain is a singer that when he does spit raps, you like, all right, cool, he got balls. Chris Brown is a singer who I feel like when they actually rap, they got balls. But when you look at the reverse situation as far as rappers that got balls that can sing, you done hear a couple of people on melodies and all that, but as far as can really sing, Drake stands alone when it comes down to that too. Even though Drake is not one of the people he can sing like very good, but as far as like doing a whole singing song, that shit work. He showed Nicki Minaj how to do that shit. One of Nicki Minaj's highest selling songs is that shit when she's singing on the whole song.
You right.
I forgot the name of that shit on there. You see what I'm saying? But
Woman for life, right?
yeah, there you go. You see what I'm saying? That's one of her highest seller songs. And to be honest, that's some different shit. Nicki Minaj can't really sing, but he was able to teach her how to do that shit. It's harmonizing. You got the right, you know what I'm saying? You're engineered nice at the game. So it's like when you add in all of that stuff as far as hits, versatility, being one of the only rare singers, like Missy Elliott is a rapper that can sing. You see what I'm saying? Queen Latifah is a rapper that can sing. You see what I'm saying? You know, so it's like it's a very small amount, but all of them people is like, you know, they in the top 20 of somebody's category of all time. You see what I'm saying? So it's, you know, at the end of the day, it's a very small category. Go ahead, JetBlue.
I can definitely agree. I would say like Drake might be like one of them he should be like in like the top 5 because after rap Drake is gonna be even bigger after rap. You know that song "Hold On" with "Coming Home"? That song that he got right there. That sound like something from one of them old TV shows, like you know what I mean. So Drake got a lot of music that's gonna linger around for a whole bunch of years. You know?
Yeah, no, that's a fact. Black Rock, how do you feel about Drake? Do you feel like he should be higher or lower?
At first, I ain't like that nigga. You know what I mean? But I got used to him. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm like, the nigga, like, he's talented. Like his what's the cadence, the how he flow, like his attitude on the mic, like you can't. It's undeniable.
That's a fact. Eggy, yeah, good. Before I cut you off, you was about to say something.
No, I agree with you. I'll put him at number 10. But do it matter that do the writing allegations count? For me, it don't.
I'm gonna be honest. He's in that category too. I also know Drake has written songs, especially for R&B singers. He has written songs for other people too. But at the end of the day, I feel like without those writing allegations, in my opinion, he would have been high up on the list.
Yeah,
without those writing allegations, I feel like Drake definitely would have probably been. If we talking about as far as a rappers that's just alive, he would have definitely made top 5.
You know, but let me say something real quick on that. Right. If Drake wrote a lot of R&B songs, then that would make him a better rapper, a better singer. Maybe he needs rappers to help him with his cadence and flow. Maybe that's what they write in his cadence and his flow. You know, they might not be writing the whole song.
I don't even think it's that. I think he's so talented that he just like to make music. You know what I'm saying? So if you got it, why not get ideas from people and make it better?
And I'm gonna be honest, at this point in his career, I don't even think he gives a fuck and he's gonna switch that shit up because I mean, think about it. He got easy 50 hits out there. So it's like at this point, it's like it's what he's probably doing now. He's probably gonna be doing features for people, dropping very minimum music right now. I mean, honestly, too, he made his mark to actually be under Lil Wayne and actually drift off. That's why I try to tell people too. When you under somebody and who has like such a big impact and such a big buzz, it's kind of hard for you to actually get that same person to get that same caliber as you and even higher.
Hey, Dirk, have we seen that in hip hop before? Like somebody get to that level?
I don't think so. Somebody? Nah, I don't think so. And then you got to look at it too. Look at Nicki Minaj. So it's like that twice. It's like that twice. Nicki Minaj. Shit, I'm like, listen, shit, let's be for real. Nicki Minaj might actually, especially, I would probably say this maybe 2 years ago. I would have said Nicki Minaj is actually bigger than Drake and Lil Wayne. You see what I'm saying?
Well, you know, like,
I would agree with that.
When it comes to like being a musician, of course, I can agree with people collaborating and having ghostwriters because it's about getting the best material out. So yeah, it's always about getting the best material out. So I don't really knock a ghostwriter. And if Drake
we gotta put an understanding. We can't break the rules. We gotta respect the elders. Though. Our opinions don't matter. Hip hop, it's true. But we talking about hip hop. Hip hop was created on originality.
So you don't think the Beatles and Bruce Springsteen and all of them had Bon Jovi and all of them?
They not hip hop. They not hip hop though. We talking about rap. We talking about hip hop. Rules is rules though. I think Dirk can agree with maybe not. I stand on the rules, even though I'm giving Drake credit. That's just me. But the rules
Okay,
is
okay,
originality. It was a time you couldn't steal a name, a lyric, an idea, nothing. You'll get killed
okay,
out there in the
That's a
streets. You know
fact.
that?
You couldn't
okay.
steal one. You couldn't steal one line. If you got caught stealing one line, it was almost like your career was over. But it's like nowadays, I don't know what era this took off at that particular time. But you know, it's like back then.
Yo,
That's why
but
us as older. Good,
even
JetBlue.
even KRS-One gave him a pass. KRS-One said if Big Daddy Kane or Rakim wrote him a rhyme, he'd say it too.
Yeah, but that was unheard of, and that's why us being older, we look at it like that too. But it's like now with this demographic now, it's not so much looked down. It's not looked down upon. You see what I'm
Big Daddy
saying? So
Kane wrote for Biz Markie. Nas wrote for Will Smith. Like,
this is what
you know
I'm
what I'm
saying.
saying?
And you know, it was happening. It just wasn't. It wasn't public. Like you didn't have people back in the day saying, "Well, I'll write for you, but I want credits on on the album and all that shit or on a single." It was
Nas
literally like,
wrote.
"Yeah, you write this shit, give me the money, you'll be good money." Or they was doing it off of the strength. But now
Nas,
when you write something from somebody, they want credits on the actual songs and all that too, so other people can come to them to get songs and all that shit too. So that's why it's out there notable. Go ahead, JetBlue.
that song Getting Jiggy With It, the biggest song Will Smith made, Nas wrote that. That song The Vapors, Biz Markie, Big Daddy Kane wrote that. And all that was going on in the height of hip hop.
Well, we gotta give the credit to Nas then, because we gotta understand, man. It was a time when you had to rap like before you made a song, you probably had to rap 2 straight years, day after day after day, my nigga. So it's hard for me to look at these artists and like they talented and remember yesterday. It's hard for me to do that, man.
That's a fact.
But
That's a fact.
being creative, it just got a different spirit for hip hop, man.
I
It's
feel you.
still out there though.
Word up. All right, let's get into this number 9 real quick, man. And shout out to who the fuck was the number? Who the fuck was on number 10, man? Oh, Drake, right? Yeah, shout out to Drake, man. So number nine on the list, man, is this gentleman right here, man. 50
That's
Cent.
deserved. Yeah, man. I was in DFY when that Get Rich or Die Trying album came out. Shout out to the officer, Donna Fambro, who snuck the CD in. She snuck that Get Rich or Die Try album, that and the Dipset Immunity album. That's the same year. They both came out at the same year. That Diplomatic Immunity and the Get Rich or Die Trying. She snuck both of them albums in the facility for us.
Yes. Yo, you know what's crazy? It's like I'm more of a fan of 50 Cent when he was running around with the Mad Rapper. That's my favorite 50 Cent. You know what I'm saying? When this nigga was running around crazy with the Mad Rapper, like the Art of Getting Robbed, that's like still probably like one of my favorite fucking 50 songs ever. You see what I'm saying?
That was 2002. 2002. My bad for cutting you off. Yeah, that was 2002 when that came out, and I definitely felt that. DFY is called Division for Youth. Now it's OCFS, Office and Children Family Services. That's a juvenile facility.
Yeah, shit is crazy, my nigga. So listen, man. A lot of people like, and I see Tyson like 50 Wise 50 up there. That's disrespectful. You name me. It's only 5 artists I can think of right now. When you look at the total collection of albums, who got more albums, who got good albums more than 50 Cent. Like you got Jay-Z, right? Jay-Z got a lot of albums. I would say it was only like 2 of Jay-Z albums I don't like. Jay-Z got a lot of albums. DMX got a lot of albums. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think DMX has one corny album, like ever. That's my opinion. The last one, a little shaky. See what I'm saying? But I wouldn't even call that a corny album because you know what it is. DMX, when he got to the end of his career making albums, it was too much of the suck my dick shit. That's what I ain't like about that shit. You see what I'm saying? When he was too much of that shit, you see what I'm saying? But you talk about shit like listen, you talking about 2 albums one year, both going 6-7 times platinum each album. The nigga went 14 times platinum in 1 year on 2 albums. Who the fuck does that? This DMX we talking about, but 50 Cent, you gotta look at all of the albums this nigga done had. 50 Cent easily, when I did 50 Cent versus battle, I had 65 hit songs that people knew. We talking about all the way from the art of getting robbed. Now you gotta look at shit all the way through the shit like when he got down the line, the candy shop and all that shit like that too. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, 50 Cent music now, dude. I mean, listen, that's now. But you can't tell me 50 Cent, if you count mixtapes, 50 Cent got like 9 good like shits out there. But if you do albums, 5 crazy albums. You see what I'm saying? So
you know why 50 Cent is like 50 Cent is hip hop. You know, he come from the 80s era, he come from the 90s era, the 2000 era. Like he, you know, he's really Queens, you know. So,
yeah.
You gotta make your background like
50 represent us, man. You know, that generation who really had to get out there and get it, that gutter era. I don't really think it's nobody. I know, like, you got your Jay-Z's, but we know some people get in the streets, they be privileged to certain shit.
background don't got a
50 is
stamp on
straight
it.
gutter. What we was going through, fighting our friends, peers, and family, old heads, all that shit. 50 represent us, man.
50 Cent is the only person that I would say who has an unquestionable street cred. Like Jay-Z and all of them niggas, they shit is questionable. No knock to them. You know, we
You
know
gotta
50
understand.
I mean, we know 50 know Preem, and we know he knew Bimmy and Supreme Team. We don't know if Jay-Z really knew all the people he say he knew. You feel me?
To
That's a fact.
be a street
Right or
nigga
wrong,
who
right or
rap,
wrong. Like
it
50
takes
shit
a
is in
lot,
stones,
man.
man. You know what I'm saying?
Back at that time, like to be for real niggas to take you serious, like when 50 first came out, man, he shook shit up with how to ride.
He changed the whole landscape.
He was
All
checking
of
his
them
parts.
people, all of them people that he named in that Ghetto Quran song is street legends, and he knew every one of them. So his shit is like 50 really got a real background, man. He
And
might
one
be
thing I
one of the
want to
realest
take
niggas in the game.
50, he gave a blueprint how to hustle, man. Don't be afraid to change up, man. That nigga
That's a
done lost
fact.
what, like 60, 80 pounds for a movie?
Yep. And we ain't
Gotta
even
give a
talk
nigga
about,
credit for that
yeah.
discipline.
We not even talking about movie career. We ain't even talking about as far as like having like possibly like in literally mentioned in one of the best like series ever. Like when you talk about power, you throwing that up there with like The Wire and shit like that. You see what I'm saying? The Sopranos. These is the numbers these shits is doing right now. So you know, it's like even from that instance, when you start taking it there, it's like impact wise, yeah. But even before that, his music spoke for itself. And once again, if you look up 50, you can go on YouTube right now, look up 50 Cent top 50 hits, and I guarantee you, most of y'all gonna know at least 45 of those songs. At least 45 of those songs. See what I'm saying?
One
So
more thing on 50 that I
We
like a
can't
lot
forget
about him.
he stopped movements too. When 50 came in,
yeah.
it was the end of the rock era at that time. Can't forget that. You know
That's a
what happened
fact.
to Ja? But when
Nitro,
people
what's the
forget
good
that,
word?
it wasn't only Ja. State Poverty, all them fell had to take a back seat when 50 came.
Yeah, you talking
Oh,
about beat
oh, oh.
wise too.
50, the
50
whole East,
energy,
am I right?
his
The whole East
energy was
Coast was
so
against
strong.
50. Am I right?
Nah, his energy was so strong in the city when he first came out.
Yeah,
Niggas was starting to look like him, son.
that
They
shit crazy.
Well, I'm
So
still, they
saying
Nitro,
still
hold
he
up,
got
y'all.
fighting.
Hold up. Nitro, let me ask you a question, Nitro. In your top 50, if your top 10, would you have 50 in your top 10, or would he not be up there, period? Or how do you feel about his placement being number 9 on this list? All right, go ahead, JetBlue. Just chime on what you were saying till he tuned back in. Go ahead. Nitro, you might be muted. I can't hear you.
I was going to say, like, it's a lot of residue with 50 Cent still in the game because he, you know, that model that he started, that whole get rich or die trying,
Yeah.
that's something that that's like a real New York mind state, and he got a lot of people that's following that trend, and they don't even know it. Look at the artists out here nowadays; they dying before they get rich, and some of them is getting rich before they die. Look, so
All right, I'm back, bro. My bad.
yeah,
All right. So yeah, I was pretty much just asking you, how do you feel like, and where would you place 50 Cent at on like your top 20 if he's even up there at all?
Nah, 50 for sure got to be top 10, bro. Like, there's no way. Like, nigga got 2 diamond albums. To be honest, 50 really only got that one bad album. That was that Before I Self-Destruct shit. Other than that, everything else was fire. Nigga, the soundtrack, what you call it? Them first three was dope.
First 3 fire.
Fire.
And even the Before I Self-Destruct, it's like that shit even had 3 singles. Like, I ain't even gonna lie. That's probably the one I won't play. But it's like even in, you know, that's definitely like the least favorite album of the sort. But that's why I respect 50, because after that, he like, all right, cool. At this point, let me just go to some other shit. Let me start acting and doing some other shit. You know what I'm saying? Some of these rappers,
not only that though, but 50 one of the only people that probably went against like, bro, the whole game. Like, this nigga did not side with nobody like that, like at all, and still was able to manage, like, you know what I mean, to accomplish everything he accomplished.
That's a fact. Yeah, word up.
He beefing with everybody. This nigga was beefing with everybody.
50 was blackballed when he got signed.
Yep.
Yeah, because of the all the getting robbed shit, my nigga. He went at Jay-Z,
that's what I'm saying. It's impossible to get in the industry when you blackball, especially coming from New York, man.
That's what happened to the Mad Rapper. 50 Cent made it out, but the Mad Rapper ain't make it out that shit. That nigga stayed blackballed.
Well, believe it or not, right? 50 was blackballed in many ways. 50 was blackballed third party by Benny, Deborah Anthony, and all of their connections in the industry because you know the whole situation with the Supreme team. So there was a whole bunch of controversial things, and I don't want to just be like rambling or like say anything that I don't know what I'm talking about, but that's just my theory right there. Like, it was a lot of blackballing with 50 because street niggas
I agree with your
connections to the
theory.
industry.
Yeah, that's a fact though.
But I don't just want to be rambling because, you feel what I'm saying?
Nah, you good. So don't worry, man. We definitely in the top 10, so it's definitely gonna be more to this you know, to the discussion, man. Let's get into number 8. Number 8 on my top 10 right now. Jadakiss. That's a fact.
Oh shit.
Jadakiss. So let me break down to y'all why I think Jadakiss is on my top.
Jadakiss not in my top 10, but he is.
Wait,
fire,
you put him before 50?
I did.
Oh, man.
I did.
If we talking about whole careers, no way, can't do it.
This is why. This is why my man Sly coming up there too. This is why Jadakiss, in my opinion, gets the number 8. Sly, what's good? Listen, you look at the whole when he was on the whole Bad Boy team, the Locks. We talking about him being with the Locks, him being on the whole Bad Boy team. You know, the No More Shiny Suits, all that. He was on a team with Mace, Little Kim, Biggie. We ain't gonna count Puff Daddy as a rapper. But then you also in a group with Styles P and Sheek Louch. That's a lot of competition for you to still be labeled as one of the top lyricists, top punchline rappers ever. Then you leave that team and you go over to another team called the Rough Riders, to where not only you still got to compete with Sheek Louch and Styles P, but now you have to compete with a female rapper called Eve. Now you have to compete with one of the best punchline rappers ever, is Drag On. Now you got to compete with another rapper who's selling platinum records after platinum hits, DMX. And now you got you got Swiss Beats now. It's a lot of pressure. Think about it, right? Who is better? Who is better than Jadakiss on Rough Riders as far as lyrical wise?
Styles P.
that could be that could be. I listen.
That's debatable.
That could be debatable.
I ain't jacking that. Nah, I ain't jacking.
Yeah, that could be debatable. But Styles P I think Styles P, a gangster and a gentleman. Listen, Styles P, a gangster and a gentleman is in my top 5 albums ever. The Styles P
Did
Gangsta the
you
Gentleman.
hear that shit with him and Green Lantern?
Yeah, listen. I'm
Shadow,
up on.
listen to that. Jada can never write nothing like that.
Wow. Nah, I'm telling you, but I listen. We talking about overall. It'd have been some time. They'd have been on a lot of tracks together to where Jada had. I would say out of all the Lock songs, probably like 60% of the times, Jada probably has the best verse on there. Yeah. Sometimes she had the best verse.
Me personally, the only Jada album I could listen straight through is the what's that shit he came out with? Top 5 Dead or Alive.
Nah, you kid. What about
for some reason? Yo, he cannot pick beats for shit. I can't listen to a whole Jada album at all, my nigga.
Hey yo, it's hard to like criticize somebody when they so good. You know what I mean? But if we talking like top 10, bro, I mean, it's your list. You feel me? But in mine, he can't be ahead of 50 though.
Yeah.
If we talk, if we talking about rapping, I can see it. If we talking about rapping lyrically, I can see that. That's what I'm saying.
But this is why I put it in that too. It hasn't been too many rappers that has still remain one of the best ever, but rap with these crews and now think about it, right? What rap crew that had really had a longer tenure than the Locks that actually never broke up? But go ahead, Black Rock. Go ahead. Then go to JetBlue.
You heard what 50 said. You heard what 50 said. I heard Styles write most of his shit.
Nah. Yeah, listen, man. That was battle. That was battle ball.
Bro,
man.
I heard Styles right.
50 went against Joe, bro. Jada,
that is the truth, bro. That's the truth, bro.
Yeah. Go ahead, Stats 280. I see what you said. How is Jadakiss ahead of 50 Cent? But go ahead. I'm gonna let everybody get in before I even get to that point.
Man,
hey, yo, Stats, get this nigga, bro. Get this nigga.
Yeah, like why you put how you put because he from Queens?
Nigga, I ain't from Queens.
No, I said because he from Queens. That's why you put.
I ain't got nothing against Queens niggas. I know more Queens niggas than Yonkers niggas.
Man, that's crazy.
Nah, my nigga. All right, so let me break it down to y'all too. So you gotta realize, on top of being on two of the strongest labels and strongest games ever, now we gonna talk about as far as the battling go. He went up against one of the strongest ever. We talking about he went up against Beanie Siegel, the killer. Now listen, I don't think he won that battle. I think he lost that shit versus Beanie Siegel. That Beanie Siegel knock himself out. One of my top 3 battles of battle rap songs of all time. You see what I'm saying? But it's like
easy shorty for that, bro.
You gotta remember, he went to Philly and did
that shit.
Wait, say it one more time, Rex.
Now I was saying Siegel the short kiss on that joint.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? But in that instance, Kiss held his own. Then Kiss also went against 50 Cent, which at that time, once again, this nigga just destroyed Ja Rule in the career. Do I think he won the battle against the G?
There's wait. No, there's no way in hell Jadakiss is ahead of. Bro, 50 Cent had an onslaught of mixtape. Wait, that was hit on anything. What?
Kiss had a longer career.
Longer career, and look, Jadakiss can't even compete with 50 mixtapes.
So hold on. So Stats 280. Let me ask you something right now. You think if me and you did a versus battle right now, not even right now, I ain't talking about, but me and you did a versus battle, Jadakiss versus 50, I could use Jadakiss songs, features. You really think Jadakiss couldn't stand in the ring with 50 Cent?
Hell no.
Absolutely not. Like, he can't even compete.
I take that challenge. I take that challenge versus any one of y'all niggas.
Jada will body 50 in a verse.
I take that challenge versus any one of y'all niggas.
Eggy, you talking about, hold on. Eggy, you said song for song?
Song for song. Listen, I take that challenge.
Listen
Ain't
to
nothing
that
about
one
career. We talking
song,
about songs.
Shadow.
Bitch, you can't fuck with no
Styles
Jada,
P
man.
featuring Greenland, and
Y'all
Jada could
crazy
never
for
write
what?
nothing like that.
Yo,
Bro, nobody can hang with 50 in the verses.
yo, let me say something real quick.
Yo, you know
All
what
he
it
had
is
was
though? I agree. Yo, Nitro,
Pause.
I agree. But at the end of the
Yo,
day, it's like
Jadakiss battled Fabulous, and you can't Fabulous ain't seeing 50 on. Like, what are you saying? They already
Fab lost,
solidified his
Fab
level in
lost.
hip
Fab
hop.
lost. Fab lost.
Fab
Right,
lost.
but look, my thing is, look, they already solidified his level in hip hop. He's in the Fabulous era.
That's
and
only
level.
because they
That's
both
like third
they
tier.
punchline rappers. That's why they did that. They punchline rappers. When you think of punchline rappers, you think of
So then that's what
Jadakiss,
it. So
you think
then,
of Lloyd
so
Banks, you think of Fabulous,
exactly.
You think of
So then, if we would have went that route, then it would have been way more entertaining for Fabulous or Jada to go against Lloyd Banks.
Yeah, that's good, man. This is why I'm glad me and Stats because we have these discussions all the time. Nitro, that's why it's good because you know why all we got to do to settle this is have this versus battle. I can have 31 Jadakiss songs ready for that.
Can't be 50 versus.
I will put Lloyd Banks up before I put 50 against Jada.
I have 31.
Bro, you talking to what? Bro, you must be. Hold on, Egg. You wilding because you talking about lyrical ability. We're talking about songs.
Jadakiss,
that's what we going on.
You know how many songs Jadakiss was on Bad Boy? Think about all the songs they was on Bad Boy. Then think about all the songs they was on when they was on Rough Riders.
Wait a minute. Okay, so I'm gonna ask everybody in here right now. What is a notable Jadakiss album?
Kiss the Game Goodbye.
Top 5 Dead or Alive is his best album. I swear to God.
Exactly. Like he don't have knockout albums.
Nah, We're the Streets is a whole.
50 got 3.
That came out on
Game was good. We the Streets.
He got a couple good songs. He got a few good songs, but as far as the whole album,
around since tapes was
out. Listen, man. Listen, I invite any one of y'all 50 Cent gurus right now. Take some time right now. Get y'all 50 Cent list up right now. I'll fucking get a Jadakiss list up. Go live right now. All y'all gotta do is play the music from y'all crib, man. We do that shit up. We do that shit tonight, my nigga. Yeah, what's cracking? What's cracking?
You stand by Jada like that?
Yo, listen, I know the catalog, my nigga.
It's
Sly,
easy with
Smiley. Yo, salute, bro. I'm at my fault, bro.
You should break it up.
Y'all think better than Biggie Smalls though, because they the best rapper of all time. Big Smalls.
Wait, say that again.
I saw I'm at the casino right now.
Y'all think better than Biggie Smalls?
Who's better than Biggie Smalls?
Yeah, Larry for Larry. He had a short career.
Nah, I'm still not off this whole. You put Jadakiss over 50.
Yeah, my nigga, this my nigga. Nah, my nigga, listen, man. Yeah. I put Jadakiss over that too. Listen, man. And once again, I'm putting everything in the factor. I'm not, you know how I do. I'm not talking about selling records at this point, even though that's a factor. We talking about lyrical. We talking about as far as like hits. We talking about impact with the amount of crew.
What? You said, hold on now. You said impact. His impact overrides Jadakiss' whole life.
Jada only got one.
You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? It's other niggas that don't even have 50 Cent inside of they top shit, period. They got Jadakiss in there too. Me personally, I feel like 50 was getting shitted on, but at the end of the day, it's like
that list
you gotta look
is
at
trash.
it.
There's no way. That's like, for one, there's like in the list, there's like a couple of names that are definitely have to be there.
Let me ask you a question. Do people still listen more to Jadakiss now, or do they listen to more 50 Cent current music right now?
Hey, yo, Smiley.
Right now, 50 is still relevant. 50 music is still moving. He making his that fucking my nigga.
I'm talking about making music right now. Though.
I got an easy argument right here. Yo, I got an easy argument right here.
Good, Sly. Hold on. Good, Sly. Good. Sly, go ahead.
I said, what number are y'all respectfully?
We on. This is number. Jadakiss is number 8.
All right, so
You
the
see,
power, bro, the power theme song alone, people were upset because he changed it. There's nothing like. What are you talking about? 50
Wait,
music is still relevant.
No, you're misinterpreting what I'm saying. I said the music that 50 Cent makes now and the music that Jadakiss makes now. Who do you think?
What music is Jadakiss making now?
I don't
Bro,
listen
what
to that new
Jadakiss been
album.
putting out music recently, bro.
Yo, these
Jadakiss put
niggas
out
bugging.
music like
50
in the last
cannot
2
fuck
years.
with
Jadakiss
Jada
done put out
on
2
no
mixtapes.
level
That
when it comes to
Ignatius,
the
that
music,
Ignatius
right?
album. I
hey,
didn't
Smiley,
Go ahead,
I ain't listen to
Smiley.
that.
Smiley. With respect
Go.
to stat point, 50 Cent did have a bigger impact on the game than Jada did, even till now. Like more niggas that was born in the year 2000 know who 50 Cent is than they know who Jadakiss is. But to
Yeah,
your
this
point,
is from the era.
to your point,
This from the era of 1990s up until now, current.
well, that's what I'm saying. The fact that niggas that was born in 2000 know who 50 Cent is more than Jadakiss is speaks volumes. Depending on that, 50 Cent came out in 2003. That speaks volumes. That he
I think
lasted this long.
I think that's an
when
opinion.
Wankster came out
I really think that's
on
an
DJ
opinion.
Clue,
Cause there ain't no way that our generation, especially East Coast, no 50.
remember when Wankster came out
That's
on DJ
crazy.
Clue before
Niggas don't know who Jadakiss is. What? Come on, my nigga. Y'all
Yeah.
bugging.
Yo, y'all
I
sound
can't believe
bugged
what
out.
y'all
Like y'all
saying,
gotta
I
be
yo.
promise you.
high
If you
on
ask,
some type of drug.
So stats 280.
I'm
Look,
just saying.
I love
If you
hold
ask
on,
the
y'all.
kid, if you ask the kid that was
Hold on, y'all. So
born in
stats
the year
280. Me,
2000, they're gonna more likely tell you more 50 Cent shit than they know about Jadakiss shit. If you
Yeah,
ask a
no,
kid
that's
that
a
was born in
That's
fact.
a
2000,
fact.
that
Like,
speaks
yo, there's
volumes
no
on impact.
50 is
That's a
still
fact.
50 is relevant now.
All right,
Like
I'm
ask a
gonna
new
give you a
kid like
scenario.
a kid that's 10 years old right now, he could say, I know who 50 is, but you be like, who's Jada? Jadakiss. He's gonna be like, who the fuck is Jada?
exactly. My son know who 50 Cent is.
But
He don't know who Jada is.
but Smiley, to your point, the fact that Jadakiss was allowed to be Jadakiss came out before 50 Cent. And the fact that Jadakiss is still respected to this day also speaks volumes. He's still respected to this day.
Let me
Yeah,
remind
but Sly, but Brad, we're not saying respect level. We're talking about as far as this list level. How is Jada
you
Because
breaking up.
Jada
Stat.
he only got one flow. There's only one flow with it.
I'm gonna tell
That's
y'all
all you
what it
get
is.
from Jada.
What y'all missing? The same argument I remember having with Ice over on the Fab joint. It's an energy,
50
and
is
the streets
versatile.
always
50 very
ran music.
versatile.
Streets call the shots.
But still,
And if the
stats
locks,
and
if
Eggy.
you had
Stats
the
and
locks
Eggy.
against
It's another
G Unit came out, the G Unit would have to open for the locks. It's because the energy
but
they give.
stats and
The
Eggy.
streets
Stats
always
Eggy.
move.
Eggy is that. It's a category that I got to put into this. It's a category that you got to put in this. If 50 Cent battled Jadakiss, both of y'all would pick Jadakiss over 50 Cent if they battled. That's another category. Lyricism. Y'all will both pick Jadakiss over 50 if they battle. So you know
And
what I'm
that's why I
saying?
give him the
That's another.
nod, because at the end of the day, Dirt said it's about hip hop, rapping, and the rules. You follow that protocol. Lyrically, 50 can't fuck with Jake at all. At all.
But 50's lyrical too.
I'm not knocking 50. I love 50. I I don't even. It's hard for we talking about career. Ain't no way Jada come before 50. I ain't jacking that, but I'm talking about lyrically ability. I'm giving it to Jada. That's all.
You know what I'm
Lyrics
saying?
is a
All right,
category.
so
y'all listen, y'all keep talking
Lyrics is a
about lyrical
category.
ability. We're talking about the whole overall pizza. He fucking 50 Cent is fucking Red Lobster and Jadakiss is Burger King. There's no way you gonna put him over that.
But Jadakiss been supplying the hood before 50. Jadakiss was supplying
Nobody
the hood.
cared. Listen. And how about this? Jadakiss
So
said
you
it
already
himself.
know
Okay,
Jadakiss is
so
always going to
look,
be
Sly,
there,
peep this,
whether
Sly,
50
peep
came
this,
out or
Sly,
not.
peep this, Sly. If we gonna say that, right? Why isn't he selling multi-platinum albums then? If he was supplying the hood, if the hood really cared that much, then he would be a multi-platinum artist. He's not.
If Jada signed with Eminem, he would have had success, but it still wouldn't have matched 50.
He was signed
You
to
know what I mean?
Interscope. He was with Eminem. He was on Interscope
50
together.
understood the game and he hustled the game at all aspects. And he got in at
But
a good time, man.
but you
But
can't say
we
he
just
did because it was the music spoke for itself.
Yo, man, hey, yo, 50 for what? He said more of a climb. The nigga got shot. Damn near was killed. They didn't even want him in the game. He had to basically fight to get in there. So therefore, Jadakiss, on the other hand, he just had a couple little bad contracts, but he had the vouchers of the world. You had Diddy, you had Biggie, you was in legendary ciphers, Rough Riders, all this different shit. 50 had more of a challenge to get approved in the game. So there's no way in hell you gonna sit here and tell me.
But nah, stats. When people bring P Diddy up, I always say, if Diddy can make anybody stars, why didn't Black Rob and G Dep like make platinum records? You know what I'm saying? Like, Diddy,
Black
just
Rob
because you
made
hit Diddy don't necessarily mean
I
you
mean,
got
but that's off of them though.
The
Yeah,
G
you
Dep
can't say
child,
that.
the G Dep child of the ghetto took a while, but that went platinum. And Black
Black
Rob too.
Rob
That
went
shit
platinum.
that whoa, he went platinum
How
too.
much?
With
How
that
much
whoa
the
shit.
loon sell, Smiley? How much the loon sell? How much the
Yeah,
loon
that's
sell?
that was
Loon went platinum. Loon
yeah,
went platinum.
Loon
Loon
went
went
gold. Loon didn't go
platinum.
platinum. He
Loon
went
went
gold. He
platinum.
went gold. He made it to gold. That Loon shit was supposed to do way better, especially after that after that other shit, that single that they had when they was on the boat and all that stupid shit. But Loon shit
Loon
was
still made style. That nigga Loon
Hey,
still
yo,
made style.
but
That nigga
look,
saw
y'all
that.
talking
So it
about
wasn't popping.
y'all
it was that
talking about the
time.
help of somebody else, but at the same time, Loon is just mediocre. Loon wasn't nobody special. Loon, what hit did Loon make? At least G Dep had a hit, a couple of hits. Black Rob had a hit. You know what I'm saying? At least they made hits.
It
Loon
was
ain't
an
make no hit.
element. Nah, I'm just saying it just was an element. There ain't no comparing them because they was in the streets. Them real street niggas we talk about. You know what I mean? And we talking about Diddy. They ain't had a real support. You know what I'm saying? So they was getting
Yo,
used and
why
abused.
y'all, hold on. First off, how we gonna sit here and say Jadakiss was in the street? Jadakiss was signed like at what age? He
Nah,
was in the game
I'm
for
not talking
mad
about
long.
Jadakiss. I ain't talking about Jadakiss. I'm talking about Loon and shit. Loon, G Dep, and them niggas.
Yo, why Jersey niggas hate
Yeah,
Yonkers
them
niggas,
niggas.
man? Why Jersey niggas hate Yonkers niggas, man?
Nah, what? Nigga,
That's
Nah,
what
y'all
I'm
New
saying.
York niggas be shitting on them niggas from
I
Queens.
don't lie, Jada.
Yeah, Jersey niggas hate Yonkers niggas, man.
Nah,
I hate Yonkers
hell
niggas,
Nah,
no,
man.
that ain't a fact.
y'all Brooklyn
Yonkers
niggas
fuck with
hating on
Jersey
niggas from
heavy.
Queens. I know the history. I know y'all don't like a lot of Queens. I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah. That shit crazy. Rex, don't worry, my nigga. I just gave it to you for
Black
a reason,
Rock.
so your fucking what's name can pop up better, my
Am,
nigga.
am I right though? With Brooklyn
Don't worry,
niggas
I
PC,
got
they
you.
be like he from Queens, and that was an insult.
Yeah.
No,
Yo, don't worry.
Keep
Hold on,
that same energy when y'all had a versus.
started
That's
it
all.
with every
Hold up.
borough in New York, man. Y'all fuck with New York like that. And you too, Aggie. Aggie is
What?
that. Y'all New York niggas got it with a bunch of boroughs from New York. Y'all fuck with New York niggas like that. Hold on.
Who?
Hold
Who?
on.
Who?
I mean, we don't fuck with ourselves like that. So it's like we different.
Oh, I could speak very highly of that. New York don't fuck with Jersey. This got a lot to do with what we talk about now, hip hop. That's all it was, being competitive. When we talk about
No, I feel
we talking
y'all.
about
This is the same.
relationships.
It's the
When
same
we
way
talking
Philly
about
feel about.
relationships,
It's the same
it
It's the same way Philly feel about
no
Wilmington.
direct,
It's the same way Philly
no,
feel about Wilmington. So I feel y'all.
no.
No, look,
I'm just talking about that
I
just came
fuck with
from being competitive. That's all.
I fuck with
That has a
Jersey
lot to
so
do with hip
hard
hop
that
and
All
rap.
right, niggas, hold up. We gonna
Ransom
switch
is
up
in
the
my top
momentum,
10.
man. We gonna get into it. What's the name, man? Because we don't want to get onto that. This shit versus this shit. So listen, trust me, with this top 5, it's gonna be more controversy to come. Let's get into number 7, man.
Dude, can I ask you a question real quick? Can we confirm something? Y'all gonna have that versus Jada against 50?
Yo, I'm with it. Whoever want to accept that
I want
challenge,
these
I'm
niggas
with
to
it.
keep the same energy. That's all.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
That's a
all.
fact, man.
I
Keep
want
that
that. I
same
want to
energy,
confirm
nigga.
that. I just want them to keep
Word
the
up.
same energy.
Keep that same energy, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Whoever picked 50 Cent, y'all niggas better pick the right songs. You know what I'm saying? That's a fact.
You know what? You know
I
what?
don't even want to sit
what?
and hear
You know what?
Jadakiss music that long.
Let me pick a New York nigga. Let me pick a New York nigga against the top Jersey nigga, man. Let's do that versus. Let's do
Who
that
you gonna
versus,
use?
man.
Who
Against the
you
top
gonna use?
Jersey
Joe
nigga. Let me pick a New
Buttons,
York.
motherfucker? Who you gonna use from Jersey?
Yo, Joe Buttons,
Who you
well,
gonna use
I'll
from
rap a
Jersey?
lot of New York niggas, so I don't know what
Oh,
you're talking
time
about.
out.
We talking about
Y'all
versus,
just
man.
Joe Buttons will smoke a lot of New York rappers.
on Joe Budden.
Okay, Redman.
I'll put
Redman.
cannabis on Joe Budden.
Ransom.
Niggas
Joe
say
Buttons
cannabis.
will smoke a lot of New York rappers.
We talking about in versus
Understand
rap.
who
Cannabis
I'm
will
Redman
smoke
is,
I'm not
man.
talking about an actual
I'm
rap.
telling
Joe
you,
Buttons is
cannabis
nasty,
smoke.
my nigga. Joe Budden's got balls. I'm not talking about it. We talking about in a versus battle though. It's a difference.
Cannabis over Joe Budden. I said it.
A lyrical battle.
Joe got
That's
some
fucked
shit
up.
though.
You talking about a lyrical battle or a hit for hit battle?
It's a hit for hit battle, man. You know what I'm saying?
If you
So what is this then? Is this
Joe Budden's got
look.
cannabis, but
If you
lyrical
want to
battle,
talk
like
lyrical,
I'll put
I
cannabis.
ain't gonna lie. Joe Budden got cannabis. I'm gonna be honest. Joe Budden got cannabis. Listen,
Not
man, let's get
lyrical,
into
not lyrical wise, but hit for hit, yeah.
shit? Arguably, Joe Budden can have Jay-Z.
Yeah.
Arguably.
Come on, he ain't say that.
Jay-Z ain't no God. Jay-Z ain't no God. If you gonna say that, then how the fuck you let Eminem smoke him on his own track?
What you gonna say, Pump? Pump it up.
I'll put Joe Budden. I'll put Joe Budden's verse Cassidy freestyles and watch Cassidy smoke that nigga. Man.
Yo, this nigga said Cassidy. Wow, you might. Hey, yo, Cassidy and Jadakiss is a better battle.
Hold up. Do you really think you think Joe Buttons can beat Cassidy in a verse battle?
What?
Freestyle versus battle?
Yo, y'all sound right now.
I'll do that battle with 11 songs. I'll do that battle with 10 songs plus a tie break, and I guarantee you Cassidy will kill Joe Buttons. I'll take that one too.
Said Cassidy, the wackest nigga that ever come out.
He only got 2 songs.
Who, Cassidy?
Two big songs.
Who,
Cassidy got platinum album. Cassidy got platinum albums. Hold on. Cassidy got platinum albums.
Don't tell him that. 2 songs. I got 11 Cassidy songs I can dig out the crates easily that people gonna know. I don't even gotta use mixtape shit.
All he got is Hotel and Hustler.
And Hustler. You see, they forget about the whole Swiss
Hey,
beat.
you know what?
You forget about the whole
I ain't even gonna say nothing. I'm about to get back on my writing game, man, because y'all making me upset. Like, I don't understand this shit.
Stats. I'm not gonna let you get away with saying Joe Budden can keep up with Jay-Z. I'm appalled you said that. I ain't gonna let that slide. I'm gonna let you remember that for the rest of your life. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on. So you telling me? Hold on. So you telling me I'm wrong?
Hell yeah, you wrong. You super wrong for that one.
Crazy as hell. Like that's how we can go argue.
Joe Buttons couldn't beat the In My Lifetime CD of Jay-Z.
What? Lyrically, you telling me Jay-Z and Joe Buttons is not debatable?
You can use any Joe Budden song that he made in his career.
Wow.
I can use just the one album.
And I don't even like Joe Buttons, but I can say Joe Buttons arguably is a good battle with Jay-Z.
Nothing Joe Buttons did is fucking with motherfucking. It's fucking with motherfucking.
In My Lifetime.
Y'all
Do
forgetting
y'all
about
do y'all but do y'all
Ransom.
know the catalog? Like, and I don't even
Y'all
like
forget,
Joe
yo,
Budden, so it's like, yo, what are
y'all
you
forgetting
saying?
about Ransom,
Listen,
nigga.
it's no
Yo, let's
song
get into
Joe
number 7, man.
Budden
Hold on. All
made
right.
that
Let's win it
moved
the
nothing.
ball. Let's get into number 7, man. Let's get into number 7 on the list, man.
Let's get into
This
number
is number.
7.
It's number 7, man.
Oh, yo, I'm out.
Busta Rhymes.
Nah, take that nigga down.
Yo,
I hate that nigga.
nah. I swear
What?
to God, I
I
came
hate
here
that.
just for the
I hate
Busta
that
Rhymes
nigga.
track. That's what I
I
came here
hate
for.
that nigga.
Yo, you
I hate that
cannot
nigga.
diss Busta Rhymes, dog. You
I
cannot.
Talk
hate
that
that
shit.
nigga.
Talk
I
that
hate
shit,
that
Sly.
nigga.
That nigga still dropping.
Yo,
That nigga still
Busta
dropping
Rhymes,
good albums right now.
got hits. Busta Rhymes
I
got hits,
hate that
and Busta
nigga.
Rhymes can battle any. Busta Rhymes
No,
can
he
battle
can't.
any nigga you put up in front of him and
He
smoke
needs to
him,
Anything.
dog.
sit
Like you,
his
Any
ass
nigga the
yo,
down.
versus battle.
I
He
don't know
needs to
what the
sit
list
his
would
old
be. I
ass
might
down.
well have them higher though.
Busta Rhymes can battle any rapper
No,
right now
he
in a
can't.
versus battle and make it
He
a
better
challenge.
sit his ass down somewhere.
exactly, Smiley.
Any era. Any era.
No.
Black don't
He
like
can
me.
battle
Any
niggas from any
era,
era.
Buster.
any era.
Any
Black,
era.
Black ain't jacking Buster. He don't
As
like
I
that
said with
nigga.
T.I., you ain't have to use none of Busta Rhymes' 1990 shit. Busta Rhymes
No
could have
90
battled
shit.
T.I. He had to use none of his 1990 shit. Like,
Stay right
word.
there at 2000. Keep it
What?
right
You know
there.
how many hits Busta Rhymes got? I counted 65 notables. From night, you gotta remember, from he was making hits from remember, put your hands where your eyes. I'm talking about, but he was
Oh
from
my
all the
god.
way from the 2000s to the Janet Jackson era. The nigga's still making hits.
Hey, yo, Eastside
That's
E. King. You can finish the motherfucking Genesis, though. Eastside E. King. The Genesis got mad tracks you can listen to from start to finish.
I
Don't play
throw up.
Busta Rhymes, my
I
nigga. Like,
throw up. I
Eastside
throw up
Kane.
right now.
You
I
know what it
throw up
is,
right
Eastside
now.
Kane? Busta Rhymes put a lot of songs on his albums. So I understand what you're
For no
saying, but at the
reason.
same time, you talking about hits. You talking about the amount of hits
hey,
he
yo,
got. He 30 years.
Smiley. Don't even use the hits because niggas be thinking Busta Rhymes is just an animated gimmick rapper. Yo, Busta Rhymes got bars. Listen to Rhymes Galore. Listen to Give Me
What?
Some More. Like, yo, that
What?
nigga got a flow and bars that could kill anybody that try to like
That nigga don't be
battle
saying
him, dog.
nothing.
Like, word,
He don't be saying nothing.
You could tell Slaw love Buster.
Listen, I can tell you right now,
yo,
though,
hey, yo,
any nigga,
Mayday, 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 Mayday. Walk barefoot, all niggas like, yo, this nigga.
Say that
Oh
Hey,
shit.
my
yo,
god, man. That was trash. That was trash. That was
Nah,
trash.
this nigga killing shit.
I
I'm
don't
gonna be
think I got
honest. I'm gonna be honest, Black
people
Rock.
fuck with Buster. Man.
Any person battle,
I ain't
if they
scared of
put
you. You rob your work and your paraphernalia. Yo, yeah,
if they put a
yo,
low
don't,
caliber
yo,
person up
don't,
against fucking Busta
Oh,
Rhymes, my nigga, it's over. It's over. They gotta put.
what?
It has to be somebody super high caliber. If somebody battle Busta Rhymes with 20, 30 songs, he got 30 of them shits where he gonna come out from the gate playing
he
shit the
got
way
more
they
than
niggas like.
30.
He got 65, my nigga.
Nah,
He got
I
65.
just gotta give him a nod for what you were
You
saying,
can't,
what I
like,
was
yo,
saying earlier for being original, man. I gotta give him the nod.
That's a
He
fact.
he never you gotta understand, nobody never made him pop. He made himself pop.
Correct.
Nobody like he taught people how to do that. Rappers wasn't doing that. The labels
yeah,
will
the
make you
Eggy,
pop, but
A
to
lot
make
of
yourself
Eggy, a
pop,
lot of your niggas from a lot of niggas from your generation disrespect Busta Rhymes, saying he was too animated. Y'all ain't want to hear that motherfucking shit. But then y'all turn around and give Old Dirty Bastard props. And Old Dirty Bastard was the
oh,
most animated
what
rapper you
the
could
hell
get
you
back
talk
then.
about?
So I don't
The hell
understand
you
it.
talking about?
Old
He
dirty
talking
bastard
about
was creative with his shit. That
ODB is who he is, but I'm not
But you
jacking
know what
him.
though? I was talking about that earlier too. When you talk about creativity, especially with videos, it's only certain people who you put in that category with it. But at that time, it was only like you had videos like the BT and MTV channels that was showing videos. So you would see a lot of those like you know, like the white videos, the rock and roll videos, and you know, shit like that would have them crazy effects to it. But it's like Busta Rhymes did it to where, you know, ODB could do stuff like that in his videos, to where then Missy Elliott and stuff like that could try out stuff like that to where it worked. But you had to get creative with it.
ODB been doing that.
Smiley, that's what I'm saying. I don't understand that niggas that was there during the 90s generation can diss Busta Rhymes but praise ODB. I don't understand how you could diss Busta Rhymes but praise ODB. I don't understand that. And a lot of niggas that was there during the 90s, I don't even a lot of niggas that was there.
I don't know what the hell you talking about. Nah, I don't know where you get that narrative from.
ODB.
I'm gonna tell you something so you could get this, so we could get this clear. No disrespect, but my era, that energy, we not jacking no crackhead. No disrespect to ODB, but you know what I mean. That's what it was. There's a lot of rappers who was, you know, crackheads, nigga. You can rap your ass off, well.
Yeah, Method Man made METHO on crack. He made, that was his first hit record on crack. He was high.
I'm a pop baby. I'm a pop baby. So you know, I'm gonna get credit what credit due, but I needed that energy growing up. You know, I need that energy with music. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact, man. That's
a lot of them niggas was on crack back then. Like RZA said, he had to look for Method Man. Because Method Man was high on crack when he made that song. He had to look for him and tell him your song was on the radio.
That's
crazy.
crazy.
Listen to the music, but we wasn't looking up the rappers like growing up. We just listened to the music, but we just looking at them.
Yeah.
They coming in north. We might take each like we're not jacking them like that. Only Pop, Scarface. There's only certain few my era was really jacking.
Eggy and Black Rob. Hold on. Eggy and Black Rob. Y'all respected DMX though.
Nah,
but y'all respected DMX though.
You gotta understand. Listen, you fuck with X because he struggle and he can rap his ass off. You know, we not looking up to him.
That's my nigga.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to tell you. Good music is good music. You gonna respect your talent.
Yo, y'all don't forget to hit. Y'all don't forget to hit that like button, man. Y'all hit the like button and share this, man.
Just like you got niggas now, niggas on opioids and all that shit now, but they make hot music.
That shit crazy. Yep. So with that being said, let's get into the number 6 real quick, man. Number 6.
I feel y'all. That's why I like to get OG's perspective.
That's a fact, man. Shout out to Busta Rhymes, man. I ain't even gonna lie. I feel like to been doing it for this long and to have that many hits, man. Shout out to Bud. Put it up there for Black Rock one more time.
Oh my God! Come on! I just ate, Smiley. I'm about to throw up.
Shout out to Busta Rhymes, man. Let's get to my number 6.
Gonna be doing 370.
Number 6 on the list.
Yeah.
Dark Man X.
Oh, that's the dog.
You know what I'm saying? So listen, man.
Hold on. Before y'all go in, and I like to give OG's respect in this narrative because y'all was there, I wasn't. Y'all was there, I wasn't. But still, let's take this into perspective. 5-time number 1 albums. 5 number 1 albums. He was respected in the streets, and he was respected in pop culture, and he could battle anybody and kill him. Like DMX need to be in the top 3, dog. Real rap. DMX need to be in the top 3. Real rap. Real rap.
Yeah, he just that was it. That was it.
Number 6 for me. See what I'm saying? So in that instance too, I'll be absolutely appalled that people don't be having DMX in their top 10. From 1998 to 2004, when you was mentioning the best rappers at that time, you was talking about Nas, you were talking about Jay-Z, you was talking about DMX. Those was literally your top 3, and then you know, down the line, that's when 50 Cent started making noise those early 2000s. But from 98 to 2004, as far as the amount of albums he put out, none of them shits being whack. The last one, debatable. But none of them shits being whack. The Rough Rider album, listen, just the Rough Rider shits by itself was super crazy. But then now you talk about all
Five
his
number one albums, Smiley. 5 number ones. 5 of them. 5 number one albums, all of Smiley. 5 of them.
So I get mad
5
when I see
albums that
niggas
went in
make
at
this
number
list.
1.
Yeah. And they talking about DMX. I be like, nah, y'all niggas be bugging, my nigga. But you know, listen, some people, it was once upon a time, DMX was definitely in my top 5. Now I do feel like he had that big lapse of, you know, of music that has been made. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, once again, if we was doing rappers that if we were just doing rappers that were still alive right now, DMX would have been, I mean, honestly, well, I don't want to give it away, but he would have been higher than number 6. But being that we talking about deceased rappers too, we talking about of all time period, whether dead or alive, this is why he's number 6. But he would have been higher up if we was just doing, you know, each one of these rappers would have probably been moved up 3 positions if we was just talking about that. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, I feel like
you can argue him and Biggie, Smiley. I'm just trying to tell you. You can argue him and Biggie. You can argue him
once upon a time, if Biggie and Tupac was alive, that's what the 5 you was talking about. You'd have been talking about Biggie, Pac, Nas, Jay-Z, and DMX. That would have probably 9 times out of 10 it been your top 5, especially if Tupac and Biggie was still alive at that time. 9 times out of 10, that would have been everybody top 5 between those 6 years. You see what I'm saying? So, because by the time after that, that's when the South started taking over. The Young Jeezy,
but
and the
with Jay-Z,
Ludacris's.
no, if Biggie was alive, would Jay-Z be still considered?
Wait, yeah, I mean, yeah. In my opinion, I feel like that.
I mean,
shut up.
If you talk about album sales, like I keep bringing up, Harlem World sold more than the Life and Times 1, Volume 1, and the Life and Times Volume 2. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know where you put Mason in your top 20, if he's even in your top 20, but remember, Harlem World sold more than Volume 1 and Volume 2.
Mace was up there. I forgot which number Mace was, but Mace was like, I think Mace might have been like Mace might have been like number 20 or something like that. But he was up there though. He might even been higher. I don't even know. But he was up there though. Yo, what's up, nephew? All right, so yeah, let's get into the top 5 real quick, man. And listen, man. Shout out to DMX, man. I feel like he was definitely one of the best to do it, man. You see what I'm saying? So when I get into this next one, when I get into this top 5, I'm gonna let y'all start debating it right now too. This is my number 5 of all time.
I need to know 5 niggas that's better than DMX. I need to know that. Right now.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Y'all can start the discussion of whether y'all think Big Pun should be higher, whether y'all think he should be lower. Let me hear what y'all think about Big Pun.
Yo, I ain't even gonna hold you, dog. I've been having this debate since I was 14 years old, and I'm just like, yo, Big Pun might have been better than Biggie, but he didn't live long enough to like really reach his full potential.
Big Pun was better than Biggie.
See, a OG told me that, so you know what I mean. I'm respecting his answer. You know what I mean? He was there. I was there, but I was on like 7, 8 years old, but I was there.
I mean, Pun was more versatile.
Yo, I'm back.
He would have took over the game. If he would have lived, Pun would have took over the game.
Yo, man, I don't even think Big Pun.
I don't even think that's true.
I don't even think Big Pun should be in the top 10. Real talk.
And
let me
and
tell
it
you why.
Speak
and
on
it
it,
wouldn't have
Steph.
been
Why,
if
man? Let
Big
me tell
Pun
you
was
why.
alive, it would have been a such thing as Eminem.
Let me tell you why, right? A lot of times, dead rappers get this GOAT status. You know, like Nipsey Hussle, Pop Smokes. They stuck. No, no, no.
All right, Nipsey, you
Salute
need
to
to get back.
Nipsey Hussle. No disrespect. You know
All
what I mean?
right.
God bless his dad, right? But a lot of rappers that passed away, they get this greatest of all time status, and we kind of get them too much sympathy. You feel me? Big Pun is definitely. I disagree with that because it's artists that's way bigger than him. You know what I mean? You had artists like Spice One. You know what I mean? You got artists like E40, Too Short. You know what I mean? So I
Did you
disagree
say
with that.
Spice One
Big
and E
Pun, man.
40? What the hell you talking
What?
about? Do you
Hey
remember
yo,
when Big Pun
hey
came
yo,
out? How
my
old
man.
are you, man?
Mhm.
Hey yo,
Yeah, I hear you
my
guys.
man who just said that. So okay, spit me a bar that's better than this. Hey yo, I warned you. Now all niggas can do is mourn you. I'm born to kill, and now I'm born to kill, and now I feel that's warned you. There's no regrets. Remorse only results in loneliness. I'm born killing. Yo, I'm fucking up the
Yo,
bars right now. I'm fucked up, but like word, that nigga killed.
he said a
Oh,
E40,
It
huh?
was
you
when
had
hip hop, when the
Nah, but
artists like Pun
Spice
come
One
out.
birthed a lot of people though. Don't sleep on
I'm not the
Spice.
one you should be underestimating. Contest your fate, and I guarantee I'll be under investigation. Yo,
True.
come on.
I ain't saying
Niggas
nothing
never
wrong
I
with
rapping like
Spice
that.
One and
understand. I
I'm just saying
understand
when Big
all of
Pun
those
came out,
bars, right? I
it
understand.
just
I
was it
understand
was
all of
all
that Big
about Big
Pun
Pun.
shit, right? But
That's
when
all
the
it was.
movie Menace to Society and O Dog and all of them was running around, all of that was West Coast music that you were sitting back listening to when you was watching the movie. You feel me?
My
So
squad is
Forgot
real.
Dirt,
That
Dirt,
holds
about
it
Dirt,
down.
forgot
Dirt.
about
Answer my
We flawless
question.
performance, the rounds,
Big
hard flawless victory. Y'all niggas can't do shit with me physically, lyrically, hypothetically, realistically.
I
I need
understand
the
Yeah.
epitome me
all.
and catch you
Dirt,
right, catch you
Dirt.
while
That
you
answered
cash
my
the check.
question, yo. That he
Wait,
would
say
have
that
been
again.
a
My
Drake.
fault. Say that again.
I hear all of those bars, but it's like it wasn't really that touch your soul. I remember them days music, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? I don't
That's
really
wasn't what it was meant for. It was meant for you to be like, yo, that nigga spit the craziest shit I ever heard.
Nah,
Okay,
but you know what
okay.
though? You gotta
Okay, so
That
realize
say
is
too.
a
that,
It's
say
middle,
like
that,
a
he
say
middle,
got
that.
Italy,
nah.
little bit. You know that's a middleman.
Yeah,
That
but
is
nah,
a
but not
little,
even that.
Italy, little bit. We know that we riddle some middlemen who didn't do. Get a
Hey,
Say
Dirt.
that,
But
but
nah,
you
it's not
know,
even that though too. But
but you
he
know,
got
like,
mad memorable songs though too. You gotta remember he got songs like that shit when the girl is singing to Big Pun be the largest man. That stupid shit. Like I'm saying,
of
like that's a
course,
notable song. Like he got mad songs that
of
like
course,
people
but
The
check
still
it
shit,
be
out, right?
the shit
you
with
know
Listen,
what I'm saying?
Nori.
Harlem
Upon you
Smiley, right?
came up, what, making it
That's
Hey,
yeah.
happen.
all
Harlem
smart.
Smiley, right?
Corey says
When
no
you
one Naswell, short salad. Corey says no one Naswell, twin connection. Disrespecting like your body cave and pump the shotty gauging at your shorty while you potty trade. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
nah.
hey, Dirt.
Ebony Renee said I
Dirt.
got
Check
You
this
know
Eminem
out.
as my
why?
number one.
You
Good,
Hey,
know, you know
good.
Dirt.
why I
Dirt. Check
disagree
this
with
out.
it
Do you think
because
Big Pun would have been a Drake of his time?
nah, Big Pun doesn't have
Um,
songs that resonate like shook ones. You know what I
Yes,
mean?
he
Like
do.
Scared to Death have.
nah, he
Yes,
do,
he,
my nigga. Nah, he do.
yes, he
Nah, he ain't
do.
got no songs that resonate with like
Yes,
shook
he
ones.
do.
Scared to Death, Scared to Look, they shook. Cause ain't no such thing as halfway crooks. He ain't got nothing like that.
Yes, he do. Listen to Gospel
He got
Person.
dream. He got dream
Dream
shatterers. He got
Shatterer.
beware. He
He
got
don't got
Armageddon. He got
he
Big
don't
Son
got
got
that. He don't got
He
a
got you
direct.
ain't the killer.
Oh my
You ain't the
God.
killer.
Yeah, but what I mean by that is, what I
Oh
mean
Yo,
by
my
yo,
that
yo,
is,
God.
yo, yo, Sly, sound like Jet Blue want to challenge you to a versus battle or something,
what I
man.
mean by that is,
Oh, that
Big
blue.
Pun don't
You say
have
he don't
no.
got no impactful songs?
Nah, I'm trying to say like Big
And
Pun
yo,
What
I'm
you
doesn't
still
what
not a
have.
what
player, but you still a hater.
Nah, I'm trying to say like he
Smiley,
doesn't
Smiley, what
Okay,
Jet
have.
Blue
just
trying to
drive
do? Nicky
by.
Barnes
See you
versus
later. I'm
Latifah?
gone.
The fuck
Nah,
he
check it
trying to
out,
do?
Oh,
check it
are
Man?
out,
you
right?
crazy?
Check it out, right?
Even
Big Pun.
even
I'm
a
talking about
original, I'm
all
not a
them
player.
artists of the Jay-Z, DMX, whoever was out was paying homage to Pun, nigga.
What I mean
Son,
by that
Talking
when
about.
is,
I
so what
first
I
That's
mean
a
by
when
that
fact.
I
is,
first
All
seen
the
that
whole
video,
industry was bowed down to
son,
Pun. What you talking
when
about,
I
nigga?
first
yo,
seen that big pun, that seen some
hey
big
yo,
fat
like
nigga sitting in the
Big
table
Pun.
at a I said, who is this nigga? And he spit the craziest
Hey
shit
yo,
I heard.
Big Pun does not have no adrenaline rushing music, man. He
Hey yo,
doesn't have
Smiley.
Yo,
I'm gonna do a verse with JetBlue. He gonna pick Sammy the Bull. I'm gonna pick Henry Hill. Let's go.
Oh shit! Big Pun didn't even make a dent though. So I'm just talking about like the potential he could have reached.
Big Pun music was not getting played in the spots when stuff was going
yes,
on.
it was.
Nah, not in my neighborhood, man. And I'm from
Yes,
the
it
Bronx.
was.
My man MTV Kane said the white boys in the white clubs is still playing, still not a player right now, and they dancing off beat to that shit.
That's why I'm saying it would have been on Eminem because he had the
Are you crazy? Do you understand?
went
Do you
worldwide from the
understand what he did to for the Puerto Rican niggas in the hood? He made them niggas tough again.
Everybody was jacking Pun, man.
He made them niggas tough again.
Y'all giving him too much credit, you know.
No, listen, he had so much impact with the Spanish niggas, boy. You don't understand.
It wasn't really no impact like.
Oh, this nigga's crazy. I was there. I seen it.
I'm trying to say, like, when New York was New York, Big Pun was not in the conversation.
Yes, he was.
He was the conversation. What are you talking about?
Queensbridge was in that conversation.
Did you
Lakey
see
the Kid was in that conversation.
When he was at the
what I'm
table,
saying? Lakey the Kid was in that conversation. Big Pun was not in that conversation.
It was Cannabis, Big Pun, DMX. Who else?
He said Lakey the
Who was
Kid.
at that
Are y'all
table?
talking about radio music or are y'all talking about street music? Are y'all talking about radio
whatever,
plays? Are y'all talking about stuff that was getting played in game rooms and pool halls, or y'all talking about stuff that was getting played on the radio? What you
This nigga said game rooms and pool halls.
Yeah, nigga, I didn't know when it was gonna be done.
Well, my nigga, listen, I don't want y'all to hold on. I don't want y'all to burn out because it's definitely more controversy to be had in these last. You know what I'm saying? Especially with these
the
last
most controversial one you put up there, man.
Listen. Well, we gonna see.
Eminem got his style from Big Pun, who got his style from Cool G Rap. Cool G Rap is the godfather of all them lyrical miracle ass niggas. But I'm about to see so I'm gonna hit y'all when I get into like a better area. I got y'all, bro. Salute Harlem, Smiley. Salute everybody on the panel. Salute my chat.
Salute.
That's a fact, man. Salute to all the rest game. But hold on, JetBlue.
I don't even agree with Big Pun, and I'm from the Bronx, man.
Yeah, no, listen, I understand. You know, some people fully agree to disagree. That's why I'm glad we have these discussions on the panel in the chat as we get to go. But hold up, y'all. We're gonna get to the next one because I'm pretty sure it's gonna be more controversy in these next. Let's get to number 4, man, on my list, man. Number 4. Hold on, what the fuck?
Nah, that's cool right there. Nas,
my man Nas.
Nas is undisputed. Wherever you put him at, you know what I'm saying? And you know why? You know why? Because I remember that song with him and Lauryn Hill, If I Were the World. That was big in the 90s. That was big. Like, that song was like real big.
That's a fact.
That whole Life's a Bitch, that whole when he said I woke up early on my born day, happy to be. That shit was good money. Every Nas song you ever heard was good, I can say. He doesn't have a bad song.
Well, I mean,
the worst song I heard from him was the shit with him and Dr. Dre. That Nas is coming.
Yeah,
that was trash.
And you know what Nas' biggest criticism was his beat selection, man. And that's surprising too.
He picked some nice joints though. Like, I at least was saying that.
But it's the amount of songs he got. That's why. It's the amount of songs he got. You see what I'm saying? But once again, it's just like it's like when you think of like once again, Nas got one of my albums in like the top 5 of my albums. We talking about specific albums. Nas got one of the top 5s in my opinion. You see what I'm saying?
Hey yo, Nas was in the movie Belly, man. Come on, man. You feel me?
Yeah, that's a fact.
Nas was in Belly, man. That right there put him in the top 5. Man.
That's
even
a fact.
If he didn't rap, he'll be in the top 5.
Are they judging his beat selection off of the Nostradamus album?
I mean, you know, it's just overall. If you do, especially if you do the first 10 albums, it's like, you know. So I would say out of the 10, I think this last one might have made number 11 if I'm not mistaken. But I would say out of the first 10 albums, it's probably 5 that I will probably say are just like great. I feel like it's probably like 3 of them that's like okay, and then it's like another. I'm not rating the last one. Then it's another 2 that, you know, I probably like just wouldn't listen to. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, I mean, overall, I feel like, you know, that's a good, like, people feel like Nas got 3 great albums. Like Nas, if you look at like top like 50 albums of all times, you could probably put 3 of Nas albums in there. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, so at the end of the day, you know, I mean, Nas, they studying Nas lyrics in fucking college. I mean, that's self-explanatory right there. And Nas probably hands down got the best diss track ever made. So I'm from Brooklyn. Ether, in my opinion, is the best diss track ever made. You see what I'm saying? So, and there's been a lot of diss tracks out there, but I feel like Ether is like the most notable one. There's people now that can still spit the whole Ether song. I ain't even like listening to that shit. And I was mad as motherfucker. That shit kept coming on. I'm listening to that shit. You see what I'm saying? Shit is crazy, man. You know,
and to me, that was his best album. The Godson.
Yeah.
That was, I think that was his best album.
Stillmatic is a Nas classic.
I mean, Stillmatic. Yeah, that's that. Yeah, Stillmatic.
MTV Kane said it was written in Illmatic. See what I'm saying? So Cat Bryant said, you know, facts dirt. His work not great. Love Nas. So I feel like, you know, his whole general catalog, you know, it's like, I feel like it's certain those albums that people feel like that wasn't good albums. He definitely could have chose the beats a little bit, you know, a little bit better. But once again, when you do, I mean, he done been doing shit with them with the Firm. He got like Nas got a lot of songs, so it's like you can't really expect all of the beats to be fire when you got that many goddamn songs. See what I'm saying? MTV Kane said the Eat the Beat is garbage. Somehow he made it work. Yeah, I ain't even gonna lie though too. I feel like that beat went perfect with his flow. He didn't have to go fast on that. So that beat, I like to Eat the Beat. I feel like
that was meant to be.
Yeah, I ain't even gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie too, because I couldn't hear. Yeah, so basically say if somebody else try to go make a song right now off that Eat the Beat, they're gonna have to probably rhyme exactly like how Nas did, just change up the words. Because like it, you know, like nobody want to hear. Imagine somebody try to rhyme fast or Eat the Beat. You gonna be like, man, you
Pappers do alphabetical slaughter on them.
Yeah, correct. You see what I'm saying? So you know, that's why I say so. You got to be some kind of lyrical genius to follow up behind that.
Hey, Smiley. Hey, Harlem. Smiley, let me ask you a question though, bro. Anybody or rap off the Andy Up joint? Because I'm not good at it, but do you think that the Andy Up joint was a perfect beat for anybody to rap off?
Yeah, it was certain beats that just came out too that you definitely seen a lot of people too. That's why especially they were smart to actually group all those people up to do the remix like that, because all those people was doing so many freestyles off of them shits anyway. Might as well group them up and make a remix off of the shit too. You see what I'm saying? So that was smart of them to do that. But some beats is just easy for everybody to rhyme to. You see what I'm saying? But even the Andy Up beat, it's like you had to still use MOP's flow inside of when you were doing the Andy Up shit. You see what I'm saying? But regardless.
Yeah,
like,
I agree with that. Like, I don't give a fuck though. Fuck yeah, some shit like I mean, I get what you're saying. Yep, I got you.
Like, I think Fabulous is the only one, but even Fabulous, like, but he was just doing it was just like a lot of punchlines. But other than that, though, a lot of people, you know, they actually sounded exactly how MOP did on that too. So that was kind of certain beats. It's easy for people to rhyme off of, but it's like certain beats not like you won't see people rhyming on Twister beats and none of that shit like that. You see what I'm saying? Heard up. Stats, you always hating on Jay-Z, man. I understand y'all Jersey niggas, man. Let's get into number 3, man. Fucking Jay-Z, man. Jay-Z, Biggie Smalls, nigga, shit your drawers. Where you from? Brooklyn, throw it out
going
for
out for
all.
all. Marcy, Brownsville.
Yeah, I'm saying for my man 280, for my man Stats 280. Look who number 3 Stats.
Nas before Jay-Z.
Nah, that's why I said it's a lot of controversy, debate, niggas.
No, who y'all got number 1 though? Who y'all got number 1? Please don't.
Listen, that's why I said it's gonna be more controversy to debate.
Some Smalls, man. Listen,
number 3.
Pop got a lot of garbage shit, man. I ain't gonna let him Pop.
It only
Pop
could
got
be
a lot
one
of
person.
Hey yo,
It could be one person.
Influence,
It only could be one
lyricism, style.
Hey yo,
I mean, you can't argue with
you
that.
know that dude, you know that nigga Soldier Boy gonna be mad he ain't make the top 25, right?
Shit, that nigga would have made the top 100, my nigga.
Time out. First off, what I was telling my wife, name Biggie last 3 songs of that double disc. What was it called?
What, The Gift and the Curse?
No, Biggie Smalls joint.
Life
After Death. Hold up, the double disc, but the last 3 songs was Niggas Bleed Just Like Us. What was it? Good Night. What? Good Kiss Good Night, and then You're Nobody Till Somebody Kill You. Them last 3 songs, find 3 songs better than that shit. And
X that's 280 in the chat, man. Biggie Smalls just taught Tupac Shakur a little lesson on you know what I'm saying, a little couple of weeks ago on a versus battle. You know, he taught Tupac Shakur a little lesson.
That shit don't count, man.
I know it don't count.
Look at Stats. Let me see Stats comment. I think about to hit the link. Let me see Stats comment on this one. Yeah, Ebony, I gave you a wrench. It's a couple of y'all that got a wrench, man.
But you see, like, Jay-Z is debatable because they saying because most of the material he used was somebody else's, but then still he had his own original content.
Yeah,
you gotta consider him the greatest if you wanted to, but I'm just saying I like Big. I mean, Big just ain't lived long enough. I mean, so we can't take the best gangster out. Just like we talking about gangster, that don't mean that nigga was bad. He just had a longer run, man. I mean, he just ran through some shit that we couldn't. The Most High determined his life, so I mean, I don't know what to tell y'all about that shit. So.
Yeah, that shit crazy. And people ask me, why do I put Jay-Z over Nas? It's not a Brooklyn thing. You see what I'm saying? But it's like at the end of the day, I feel like if you look at the albums, look at Nas albums versus Jay-Z albums. If you look at the overall catalog, who got the best? Who got more better albums?
But Harlem,
but Nas came out as a kid though. Nas was like what 16, 17?
Yeah, but
Jay-Z came out at 88, bro.
No, I'm talking about his first official album. He was in his almost pushing 30.
Yeah, that probably was like 92 or something like that. I think 93. But
you know what I'm saying?
He said, I'm a legend. You should take a picture with me. You should be happy to be in my presence. I should charge you a fee. Come on, man. Jay-Z killed that bull with that takeover. I mean, Ether was nice, but niggas like that would kill Takeover. I'm like, I don't know if that killed Takeover. Jay-Z ripped off on that joint.
I put that as my number. I put that as my number 2 best diss tracks of all time.
What, Takeover?
See what I'm saying? Yeah.
It was. I mean,
I put that behind Ether, and then I put the Beanie Siegel Jadakiss diss right behind that.
Takeover wasn't.
Raw, man. I said, God.
I got hit him up at number 1 all day, man.
Nah, Takeover.
You know why though? I'm not even going to lie though too. When I say, because you know why, hit him up. I don't put when people don't respond to it. I really don't count that shit as like a battle. You see what I'm saying? Like all these people who I'm talking about, they actually responded to each other. Like Biggie never responded to Tupac, so it's like I wouldn't really call that a battle kind of shit. You see what I'm saying?
So what about the 50 diss song?
The fact is, it doesn't take away that it was a diss song, and he set the tone.
When you
talk about whether it's true or not, what you talk about
South Philly style.
But now and then now you got to look at the whole song though. But the Tupac verse was good. But what about the rest of the Outlaw niggas? Them niggas wasn't good on that shit.
Nah,
when Hit 'Em Up came out. Before that, but when Hit 'Em Up came out, Pac shut the game down. Clearly.
Yeah,
Nobody
understandable, but
wasn't moving on
I
the street,
mean, how you
yeah,
started, like how the nigga started the song off,
and it
that was
was very
that was
personal.
crazy. Like niggas
He
never
set
heard
the
yeah,
no shit
tone.
like that
How's
before.
He
personal
set the
did
tone
Siegel
for
go?
what is
Siegel went
today.
personal as you
When
can
you
get
come
though.
at somebody, Pac set the tone. Because trust me, they would not back then. They wouldn't let nobody put out a record like that. Is you crazy?
yeah. Tyson
Yeah.
Garcia, you right. One of the outlaws that the first one that came, the one that was like shooting all the junior mafia, all you niggas, that
Got
stupid
Nike
niggas.
endorsements doing
Who that?
shooting on
Fatal?
the phone.
Yeah,
That's
whoever the
Fatal.
second nigga, yeah.
Fatal Hussein, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, I think
get your
that was
little
Fatal
junior mafia
Hussein.
click smoked up. That nigga, yeah, he was alright. But other than that, though, the other niggas, they like
Yeah,
you
but
don't
Siegel
remember.
told you get you start. Hold on. What Siegel say? We can take it to the we can take it to the floor of the fifth.
Oh
Let you
nah,
know who
Siegel
sell.
fucked
I
Jadakiss up
forgot.
on
Yeah,
that
man,
one.
he
You
said so
crazy?
much shit, man. I
Listen,
gotta
that
listen
nigga
to it real
said, hold on.
fast, man.
Benny Siegel said this, man. Listen, fuck the speculation talk over. Nigga, dig this. I'm about to sun
But
kiss like a
but
soda and
but
make Jay to the
so
mob.
Put your lips
Put
on
his
his
lips on his
nine and really
nine and
kiss
really
him
kiss the
daddy
but
game
goodbye.
goodbye. You about to really make me
but
hurt you, Kiss. He fucked
Can you
Jadakiss up
fuck
on that
nigga
nah,
one.
sweeter than
but
a Hershey kiss?
rumor
Mommy,
has
he's
it
about to
that
work the fifth,
rumor
resting off
has
that.
it
Now,
that
if you
he
from
got
down north, you know what
he had
purple
help
is.
right
When
now.
you from down north back in the 90s, you know what resin off that purple shit is, nigga. We talking about we
Yeah.
dropping 18 Xannies. We drinking about an ounce or two of purple, and nigga, and it's lights out on Philly.
Like I
That's
said,
what the
Yo,
fuck
listen,
rumor has it.
nah, you listen. Beanie
No, he
Siegel,
talking
even
real
before
shit
that,
though.
you listen, you know Beanie Siegel first. Beanie Siegel went to Yonkers, reached out to them. People don't even realize Beanie Siegel had a song with the Locks when the Locks was on Bad Boy, and that kind of gave him no. But you heard how he came on that one, pause. The bars he spit, ain't nobody right. He was sounding the same way he did when he had that shit
And
when he killed
Then he
Jadakiss.
said, I can tell the styles riding most of your shit. Now, we were just talking about that. Nigga, what he say?
You know what I'm
Wow,
saying?
most of you bitch got me fucked. Can't
But
wait
like
to
I
put
said,
your dick in the dirt.
rumor
If you
has
spit
it
it all,
that
got it out.
State
4/5 of
Property
M,
had
run it out.
a hand in
Nigga,
the
tell me what
verses
you want to
too.
route.
Nah,
You
man,
still living in
nah.
the basement of your
I
mama
will,
house. I tried to have a little vision, but the
Rumor
running
has
out.
I
it.
will
Tried to
put
leave blood in
Gucci
your
Man
mouth.
at least top
Knock your
5.
brain out.
The
Rumor
Gucci
truth.
Man,
has
nah,
it.
Niggas was
nah, no
raw
way.
with it. What? Did you hear what he was saying?
Disrespecting the dead.
No,
That's heavy.
No, he was trying to
Gucci
tell
Man?
you though. Styles wrote your shit.
Heavy.
We could tell by your style. Styles wrote most of your shit. Wow, most of you bitch. Man, that
All right,
nigga
so
was
listen,
going
man.
off.
Yeah, that's a fact, man. That's definitely the
Yeah.
number 3 in my opinion, man. I ain't even gonna lie. Like I like Super Ugly too. That's a good diss track. You see what I'm saying?
Hell
But
no,
you know,
that was trash.
nah, you
Yeah, that
bugging,
was.
my nigga.
I ain't
Nah,
like that.
that was the light work. He put that shit out the same night. That was the light work. I fuck with it, but at the same time, you gotta realize, man. Listen, the top 3 niggas is Nas, Jay-Z, and Beanie Siegel. But the Tupac one, if you throw the Tupac one up there, I would probably go Tupac. If I had to pick a top 3, I would probably even do this. I would go Tupac.
What about
I would go Nas,
KRS One?
Ether.
What about South Bronx?
Hold up, you see that? Hold up, man. Hold up. All right. So let me do my top 5 then, Eggy. If I had to do a top 5 diss tracks, I would probably go Ether number 1. I will probably go Hit 'Em Up number 2. I will probably go Beanie Siegel, Knock Yourself Out number 3. I will probably go the Jay-Z diss track number 4. Then number 5, I will probably go South Bronx. That would probably be my top 5. But it's mad at them.
Did you hear the Papoose joints?
The Papoose, hold up. See, you see that? That's why the Papoose diss track, the Cannabis diss track, you got a bunch of those that's out there. You see what I'm saying? But once again, we talking about like notabilities. People on this chat don't know about the fucking Cannabis or the
Hey, Harlem. Hey, let me ask y'all a question. What about storytellers? I got I got Biggie Smalls number 1, and I got Kool G Rap number 2. Do y'all disagree with that?
I got Slick Rick number 1.
Slick Rick, I will probably put Slick. I will probably put Slick Rick number. Nah, storytelling. I will probably put Slick Rick up there. I will probably put Scarface up there.
Scarface good too. Scarface good too. I get
storytellers. I ain't gonna lie.
And for the fathers,
I got a story to tell.
And for the fathers, when you teach your son, when you teach your kid, I say even your daughters, if you want to give them an album, a safe album to learn, give them Slick Rick, The Great Adventures of Slick Rick.
No, I know
My
got some
nigga,
shit. He got some
this
shit. He
shit
got some
teach
shit.
you, my nigga.
But hold up, Single got
That's
some
all I'm
shit.
saying.
I mean, no, Big got some shit to go deep though. I'm talking about for grown men. This ain't for children. This for grown men. He go deep when he say, listen, just to an example, just a quick example. My mom and rum now. See, that always remind me of me. My dad was half Jamaican. My mom was drinking when she had me. My mom and rum mixed with Jamaican rum and whiskey. Would have set off. Should have pushed that off. White sweat off. Cause in this world I'm dead off. Squeeze let off. Ben spat off. Ain't no shook hands in Brooklyn. Army fatigue. Brain fatigue. I mean, the nigga just keep coming with it. Just like the
but
Drake.
Smiley, you know Ransom. You know who that is.
What? Ransom? Nah, I know who Ransom is.
Them stories that he be
good ass storyteller. Nah, that's a fact, man.
Yeah, I don't know who that is though. See, I never heard of him, so I can't even consider him. I apologize for that.
Ransom stayed under. You know what it is? Certain rappers. That's why I give it to certain rappers. They never had the intentions just to get big. Like they was like, "Fuck it, my shit."
Treat her like a prostitute.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's a
girl
fact.
well, you sure the scoop, nigga. You know who Slick Rick is, nigga?
Yeah, I never heard
that,
that nigga.
So hold on, yo. All right, so hold on, y'all. Y'all ready for the biggest controversial ever? So now this has been talked about, man. This has always been talked about of who's the best rapper ever, man. So here's my number 2, and I'm gonna put the picture up here. Then I'm gonna let y'all start debating, man. Number 2 all time, man.
Of course.
No, he got too many garbage songs, and that he's not great. He got too many
number
garbage
1
songs.
all day, set the tone. That's the Jesus of hip hop.
Who the fuck
my
number
nigga.
1? Hey, you put
100
number
years
1?
from now, I hope they don't
He
make
number
him
2
white,
on my
but
list.
they might make him Jesus.
Yeah, whatever.
He number 2 on my list. He number 2 on my list. This is number 2. What we thinking, man?
I'm just going off of energy. I'm just going off the energy in the game. That's
my thing is he got too many garbage songs. I can't name them all, but he got a lot of great songs. But he got too many because Biggie Smalls only got one garbage song, and it's player hater when he sing on purpose. You can't.
Nah, that's my shit right there.
Songs.
That's my shit right there. Nah, I fucks with that shit.
Yeah,
I ain't
but he
gonna
was
lie.
singing. But I know he's playing around. I'm saying.
That's a yeah. He was high as fuck when he did that shit.
Garbage songs that he sung.
You ever heard?
Is fucking.
You ever heard Puff Daddy tell a story about when Biggie made that song? Them niggas was super high, and them niggas was making, cause Puffy at that time.
No, they asked Big. They said, "Big, you really gonna do this shit?" And he's like, "Yeah, nigga. Yeah, I'm gonna do this shit." And I'm like, "That's the only." I'm saying he was singing. I'm like, he's not a singer, so that's why I would say that if he had a bad song, it'd be that. But listen to the rest of this shit. Now, people got tired of this shit on the radio. I agree with that when they said like hypnotized. Hypnotized niggas they get tired of. But hypnotized wasn't corny. It just niggas got tired of it.
You know what I'm saying? Look. Let's see what the chat thinking on this one, because I already know Stats 280 thinking definitely think he think Pac is
number one wrong, you know man. What's your number 1?
Pac, nah, you know my number 1 is not that I got Pac as number 2. So obviously I got this guy's my number 1.
That's easy. Thank you, bro. Thank you, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm talking about.
Biggie baby.
Biggie
can rock that 4. Biggie can rock the 4th spot.
Trying to push 700s. They ain't made them yet. That's what I'm saying. He was talking about that shit back in the 90s, 94. Yeah, I mean, come on, man. He said, listen, one time the nigga said, what did he say? Hold up, man. He said some shit about we drink, we drag. Oh, man, I can't remember all the joints. I'm about to look them up real fast, and I'll call you right back. You don't remember some of the shit?
Rex, you know all the ones with liquor in the lyrics.
The shit was sickening what he was saying, man. It was like way before his time, man. Y'all talking about somebody can fuck with Big Smalls?
I'm making nigga do it so I can fucking get the fuck out the hood. What's that?
Just like he said,
fact, man.
I'm in this nigga. I'm in this nigga bitch ass while he play against the YouTube Jazz. 112 CD blast. I passed. She came twice. I came last. Rode the grass. Now we all know he's smoking on blunt.
Yeah, whatever.
He made her.
You know what it is too.
Road to the riches. That's my favorite shit.
And this what I want somebody to do too. And this what I was gonna mention too on Friday Night Lights, because me and Stats 280 did a Notorious B.I.G. versus Tupac versus battle. But I'm gonna be honest, we both were super biased. So what I want two random people to do, whoever want to do it, you know my Wrench Gang members,
I'll do it. Big Smalls versus whoever. Who
wants to take that Tupac challenge? You see what I'm saying? Because listen,
this Big Smalls, anybody.
Yeah, I'm saying, because this time what I want to do is I want to have 3 people up there, 3 judges up there, along with the chat judging,
and we play.
And then we're gonna
songs.
do it. Nah, 12 ain't enough. We got to do 21 songs at least with them. You got to do it got to be 20 songs with tiebreaker.
Well, this shit about to get crazy then.
Yeah, it gotta be with them two. They got so many songs. Me and Stats 280 did 31 songs, so y'all could definitely do 21 songs too, you know. But it just we gotta find you a Tupac competitor, man. I don't see nobody willing to step up to the Tupac challenge, man. Who ready to step up to the Tupac challenge, man?
I'm talking about
me too. Listen, I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm with you on that one, man. So
my man left a deck and a 9 in the crib. Turned himself in. He had to do a bit, a 1 to 3. He be home to end in 93. I'm ready to get this paper, G. Yo,
Eggy Egg.
Yo, hold up. He was doing all this shit himself.
Yo, Eggy Egg. Would you be willing to be a
no.
judge? A judge during this?
Eggy ain't gonna be biased.
Of course.
Egg going towards big.
Egg gonna be biased.
I won't be biased.
No, you like the pot, but
Fonz Poe. Would you be willing to be a judge during this?
I'll do that. You know I'm gonna go towards Biggie though.
No, don't say that, yo. Don't say that.
Nah, my bad.
You the type of nigga that they're never gonna be in jury duty.
No, because the nigga, listen, when he made them songs, he was rapping 2 voices. Like he did multiple songs with 2 voices. Motherfucking right. My pocket's getting kind of tight and I'm stressed. So Biggie, let me get the vest. No need for that. Just grab the fucking gat.
First hit the block, little bad motherfucker.
Don't fake no moves. Yo, treat him like bacon. Stick and move.
Bacon. Treat him like boxing.
Ebony Renee, I'm gonna be honest, man.
Come on, man.
Last time we did the challenge, all of the females from the West Coast
was all pop.
Never heard nobody like
it was kind of Tupac bias, but Ebony Renee, if you want to be one of the judges, I would definitely let you come up here and be one of the judges. See what I'm saying?
The judges not be by the judges get paid.
When they say so, they go,
anonymous pay, whatever. We'll talk about that later behind the scenes. A judge get paid anonymous pay, so now they don't got to be biased. Anonymous pay, though.
Biggie, that nigga.
It could be $2 or it could be $20. We never know about that shit, judges.
Black Rock 718 can't take the challenge because he gonna be Biggie biased, man.
Hey, Fireball, how you doing, bro? Too. Shout out to you.
I'm good. How you, Rex? I see you sounded sober today. God bless you. You know I'm just blessed and highly favored. Police took my car yesterday. Won't give the shit back.
You ain't get to your level, brother. I'm on my way though, bro.
You ain't get the car. Well, we'll talk about that later. Damn, Fonz.
They did me dirty.
Damn, Fonz Poe. That's fucking damn, my nigga.
I did something.
Not the wheels.
Damn, Poe.
No, before we
go. You know how we do, though. Go get another one. Jake, why don't we go get another one? It ain't nothing.
That nigga stupid. That nigga said just go get another one.
Hold up. Hey, Harlem Spot, let me just ask you this. Did I do something dirty to that nigga that I don't remember the other night? I don't think I did, though.
Oh.
I thought you was talking about me, but if you ain't talking about me, I shut the fuck up. I'm sorry about that.
Nah, Rex, he ain't talking about you. He's talking about his car. He talking about the police.
My car got took by the police.
He about to get another one.
All right, well, nigga, I know you will. Nigga, you getting plenty of it. We already know that shit, nigga.
Yeah, you know how that goes, man.
I still don't like that your car got took though, nigga. So I ain't laughing about it.
I don't like it either.
Funny about that either,
I ain't laughing either.
So, so what I want to do is to y'all, I want to keep it hip hop right now. So what I want y'all to do is we gonna go around in order. I want y'all each to give me y'all top 5 off of y'all head, who y'all think, who y'all best rappers or top
in
rappers
order?
of all time.
In order,
It don't
like
necessarily.
number one.
It don't necessarily have
Okay.
to be in order.
Just top 5, because I don't know if I go order right now.
Yeah, just go top 5, man. Go ahead, Funds. Paul, I'm gonna start with you.
Number 1, Biggie Smalls. Number 2, Christopher Wallace. Number 3, Notorious B.I.G. Number 4, now let me stop. Number 1, Big, of course. Number 2, I gotta go. Number 2, Jigga. 3, it sounds cliche, but it gotta be Nas. Then Cameron. Then probably Nori.
So you don't even got Tupac in your top 5?
He only named 4. He need one more.
Nah, he said 5. He said Biggie, Jay-Z, Nas, and Noriega.
I said Cameron and Nori.
All right, that's fine. Okay.
All right, Rex, your turn. What's your top 5?
Biggie, Jay-Z.
Maybe on the other side.
Cool G Rap. Big Daddy Kane. Y'all niggas ain't listening to Raw yet. When y'all hear a special rapper, you'll hear Raw. Big Daddy Kane, and I would say one more. I'm gonna just throw a name out here. I don't believe that. I'm gonna just throw it. Kendrick Lamar. Fuck it. I know.
Okay.
Stupid. Whatever.
Cat Bryant said her top 5 is Jay-Z, Nas, Lloyd Banks, Pusha T, and Jadakiss.
Nah, that's not real.
Oh, it's good. That's good. Can I change my Nas for Styles P? I want Styles P instead of Nas.
Just put him a notable. Your favorite rapper, man. Put him a notable. Eggy Egg. What's your top 5 rappers of all time, sir?
Eggy Egg, number 1.
Black Rock. We gonna go to you. Black Rock. What's your top 5?
He's typing it to me. He's texting it to me. He said Slim Jesus.
I got honorable mention.
Wait, hold on. Say that. Wait, hold on. Eggy Egg, you there? Eggy Egg, what's your top 5? Eggy Egg.
Pop, Lauryn Hill.
Oh.
Wait, say that again.
Tupac, Lauryn Hill, Coogee Rap. What? Nah.
The AGA got to be number 1 of them. AGA one of them.
Okay, Tupac, Lauryn Hill. Beans your number 5, you said?
Yeah.
Okay. Black Rock, 718. What's your top 5?
Like I said, honorable mention number 6, Hell Rel. Number 5, I got Ransom. Number 4, Papoose. Number 3, Stack Bundles. Number 2, Beanie Siegel. Number 1, Styles P.
Yo, you know how we know we got an all different opinion? Because Styles P do got like 14, 15. He might got like 17 albums, I think, Styles P, actually.
Yeah, he got a lot of shit. So Gotti Savage in the chat said his top 5 is Biggie, Nas, Big Pun, Prodigy, DMX, with Coogee Rap as the honorable mention.
Prodigy, Prodigy and Styles is neck and neck.
Now, let me ask y'all a question, though. The niggas that didn't put Big in their top 5. How do y'all not do that, though? That's what I'm asking.
Exactly. I say the same thing, Rex.
Yeah, that's all I'm asking. How did you not put him in your top 5?
Ebony Renee said her top 5 is Nas, Tupac, Scarface, Ghostface, and Andre 3000. Jet Blue, what's your top 5, Jet Blue?
Hold on. Time out.
My top 5 gotta be
Andre 3000. Come on, man. And Ghostface.
I'm gonna go with
Hold up, Rex.
I'm gonna go with Ghostface. I'm gonna go with DMX. I'm gonna go with Nas. I'm gonna go with Jay-Z and Cameron.
Over Biggie Smalls? Come on, man. Stop this shit. This shit
talking about rappers that's alive.
Rex, everybody don't got good years like
we talking about dead or alive.
But y'all starting to say Allen Iverson better than Michael Jordan, man. That's that shit starting to get crazy.
So I'm gonna go with all right, so we including dead rappers. I'm gonna say Biggie, Nas, DMX, Ghostface, and Jay-Z.
All right.
Okay.
Music
like
is
that
a
list.
real thing for me. I'm not saying like Biggie wasn't a real dude, but he wasn't doing real things. You know what I mean? Tupac actually lived what he talked about. Slick Rick
Stop doing
for
that.
his content was universal for our people. Lauryn Hill, same way. We know what
He changed the
themes.
name of the game. He
I
made
like soulful music.
Hold up,
That's all.
He made fat and black and ugly niggas. Guess what? They can get pussy now. As long as you get a
Not
couple
fat and
dollars. He
ugly.
changed.
I don't give a fuck.
He was a fucking
Yo,
trans.
so Rex
He
and
changed
Eggy, the good part about this is too, y'all gonna like the segment we doing tomorrow, because tomorrow, if y'all notice, we haven't talked about groups. So tomorrow what we doing is we're gonna talk about top 25 groups of all time. So
and Kiss is right up there now. Now we talking that shit now.
yeah, so we talking shit from like the
Ain't no
Locks, the
niggas on the
Wu-Tang
barrel hotter than
Clan.
us. Bust all
MOP.
the barrel too hot on your lips.
Smith and Wesson before
That's
they came
a
to
fact.
Cocoa Brothers.
You see what I'm saying? So I still rock with them when they became the
y'all
Cocoa
got,
Brothers.
you
That
got
was
a lot
that
of
shit.
shit, bruh.
It's a lot of shit.
You, bruh.
So the good part about it is I would like to invite all you gentlemen back to the panel tomorrow so we could definitely talk about these groups, because I feel like I might have to split it up because there's so many groups of twos and there's so many groups of like that got 3 people or better. So I feel like I'm gonna do 2 different segments. We're gonna talk about same thing we did with the females. So we're gonna talk about like as far as like duos, because there's a lot of duos out there. As far as like the Mobb Deeps and the CNNs, and there's a lot of duos. But then
let's say like Run DMC is
correct. Correct.
That's a duo.
Run
There's
DMC.
only 2 of them, right?
Hell no. That's a trio. That's a trio.
That's a trio.
Why? Because the DJ
got respect.
Yeah, the DJ count. The DJ count. Salt and
So
is in
Jazzy
Rio,
Jeff,
my nigga. That's a
so
trio.
Jazzy Jeff and Fresh Prince is a duo. Jazzy Jeff and Fresh Prince would be
Yeah,
considered
that's a duo.
Yeah.
Correct. That's a duo.
Ah.
Jay-Z and
I don't
Jazzo,
agree.
that's a duo, my listen, man.
Get
Salt
the
Salt and Pepper, the whole group Salt and Pepper is 3 people.
Because you
It's
include
Salt,
Cinderella.
Pepper, and Spinderella,
Okay.
my nigga. You see what I'm saying? It's yeah, that's
All right,
the
let me ask you one question though. What about a song like Brooklyn Finest? That don't count, right? Because we started to already.
Nah. We talk about groups like these motherfuckers had to do. Yeah, we talk about real the MO.
We made like more than 3 songs together.
Yeah, and then what we
Not
doing on
collabos.
Friday? Yeah, correct. And then what we gonna be doing the day after that is we're gonna pretty much for the most part be doing we're gonna be doing top labels. You see what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of labels out there too that had a lot of different artists too. So we're gonna do labels too. So with that being said,
Labels. How many can you really do though?
it's a lot of labels, man. You know how many labels out there?
Hip hop.
You got from
We're just talking
Rockefellers.
hip hop though.
Yeah, we talking
Yeah,
about
it's only
from the
like-
Rockefellers to the Bad Boys to the
That's like 10
Cash Money Records.
That's like 10 people. 10
Nah, it's a
albums.
lot.
It's
a
more
lot
than
of
that.
labels. It's a lot of labels.
I wanna change my number 5 from Beans to Scarface. I forgot about my nigga Face.
Yeah.
Is that
Yo, how about you need to do 1, 2, the most vicious battle rappers, because I'm putting number 1 Scarface and Siegel as that. Yeah.
I mean,
Siegel
they
and
got a lot,
Scarface.
man. Especially when the West Coast coming to play too. Especially when you do groups. You got Cypress Hills. You got NWA. So it's like you
got
can do shit
Ostino
from-
Vasquez.
Hey, what was that shit called?
Oh,
Siegel and Scarface.
You didn't have Snoop
Ash
on the
and
list?
Brass.
Nah, but what?
Oh,
Snoop? Yeah,
nobody
Snoop was
said
on the
Snoop.
list. Yeah, Snoop was on the list.
I'm talking about top 5. Nobody had a Snoop in their top 5 though, right?
Nah, I didn't have him in the top 5. But I mean,
we all
respectfully,
East Coast.
Police. She said rapper
Right?
is the police.
Well, who that up there? That's Jet Blue over me. I mean, over there. That's you.
That's Jet Blue over you. Yeah.
Yo, Jet Blue. Where's Jet Blue from? He from the South though, right?
Jet Blue? Nah, Jet Blue from
Yeah.
New York, I
from
think.
the Bronx.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So yeah, it's all East Coast. That's why we was all biased like that. That's why all our lists damn near had the same people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Shit is crazy. So there's a list. There's a lot of groups and shit out there too.
Cause
So
it's the fact. East Coast got the best rappers. Straight up.
yeah, respectfully.
I mean,
you know what I'm saying?
Nah,
Yeah.
but that Doggy Style album was hitting when it came out. Like I was listening to that.
Oh yeah, true indeed. West Coast had a couple of flavors slide in there.
Salute to Snoop.
Straight Outta Compton was fire.
Pay
that's a
respect
fact.
where it's due. Understand
I
that.
knew that Doggy
Yeah.
Style album front to back.
That's a fact.
New York been soft
So,
ever since Snoop came on Crush the Building. So.
Never take your blessings, man.
Yeah,
You look
man.
up People look up to us. You don't even know it, man.
So with that being said, I want to go across the board. I want to give you gentlemen all y'all last couple of, if y'all want people to follow y'all on a certain platform or y'all words of wisdom, definitely y'all want everybody in the chat to go tell a friend to go subscribe to Fawn's Poll channel, man. Go subscribe to Stats 280 channel.
Spielberg.
Yeah, that's my man.
Not the movies coming out.
Fawn's Poll Spielberg in the building, man. You see what I'm saying? So y'all go subscribe. So Eggy Egg, I'm gonna start with you, my good man. Anything you want to say to the people before we go?
Peace.
Yo, Black Rock. Anything you want to say to the people before we go?
Nah, like, share, subscribe, bro.
Appreciate that. Yo, Jet Blue. Anything you want to say to the people before we go?
All I want to say, man, is
he not woo. He not woo.
I know, man, but go ahead, man. Look at your Fawn's Poll. Damn, double OG, triple OG, Fawn's Poll.
No, I was just correcting Black because Black was.
All I want to say is, right, don't believe the hype. Whoop it.
You know what I'm saying? Nah, he didn't say woo. He said
he didn't say a blood.
Listen,
he said a blood term.
Listen.
Oh, you say that.
I got you.
Listen, man. I don't like y'all niggas behind the scene. I know what he's. Listen, man. Listen, yo, Jet Blue. I know what you're talking about, man. Listen,
Jet Blue. Do you have that green fur on? If you got that moss fur coat on, you could be Jet Blue.
Well, he under a Crip umbrella, so he can't say.
Whenever you get the chance, I hit you up in your joint. We're gonna talk. We're gonna talk
Crip blood,
man. We're gonna talk about this YouTube, and I'm really gonna pull you up to date on what's going on.
Yeah.
And all I gotta say, man, C40 cut.
Yo, later, my G. Yo, listen, man. So listen, for everybody else out there, man. Yo, y'all niggas. Yo, listen, man. Listen, man. For everybody else out there, man. I appreciate y'all, man. This is your boy Harlem Smiley. We 3 hours and 30 minutes in. I got to go, my nigga. I got to go. You know, old niggas, man. Niggas knees start hurting after 3 hours, man. I gotta go.
Oh, I didn't get to say nothing. I want to say something to everybody.
Oh shit! My fault.
Everybody SAD. Yo, subscribe to everybody at SAD. SAD, all of y'all, except for the panel. Everybody SAD.
Yo, something wrong with that nigga, man. Make sure y'all get 1,000 niggas to go subscribe to Fawn's Poll, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, the movie that's coming out is gonna be funny as hell though. Wait till I put this movie out, yo. I'm almost done with it too.
That's a fact, man. Go subscribe to Stats 280, man. This is your boy Harlem Smiley. You know the slogan. You can't get this money when you in there sleep on the couch. It's impossible, man. Everybody else out there getting that money, y'all like your Fawn's Poll. You up there throwing up 2 different games. It's time to go. Shout out to all the oozes out there, man.
I'm Jet Blue in it. I'm bloody quick, nigga.
Yo, I'm out of here, man. I'm out of here, man. Later.